Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge.
What? Need to change the batteries in this sucker, I guess.
No.
There we go. Sometimes it's just poor
Hi.
contact, people. But we got good contact happening your way. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm so happy to be here this evening. And by here, I mean here. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. And hi, LCTV. Yay.
Elsie, woohoo! Let's celebrate, people.
Gettysburg, ma'am. Oh, I know. Raising a toast to Brian Wilson. I know.
Looking at him.
We're representing
at
right
him.
here.
And
A little more of my coffee before we start.
that sounds like an excellent idea. You know, I totally boned it. I was going to grab a copy of Sly and the Family Stone's Greatest Hits and throw it up. I might just go
Well, we
upstairs.
were listening until just a minute ago.
Yeah, we were. I actually have been playing.
Hi, Mom.
To get us revved up. I love getting pumped up for a broadcast. I was playing the Beach Boys live in 1968, and then I was playing Sly and the Family Stone live in 1968. The Beach
Hi,
Boys
Eric.
were in Chicago, and the Sly was at the Fillmore East.
And hi,
Wow.
Errol.
Wow, that was like 4 shows that they recorded for a live album. Never happened until a couple years ago, and that is awesome. Wow, they're just killing it. But the Beach Boys, the recordings are really good. They're very strong. They're playing a lot of stuff from the album Friends, which is really unusual.
The only thing, which was no fault of the Beach Boys, but on that particular live recording, I thought Good Vibrations was mixed strangely.
I think it was.
Hi, Julie. Good to see you.
I think it was a scratch mix at best. I think that they
And
didn't
hi, Ben.
necessarily have everything in place. And it's the same with the Sly recordings. Like sometimes the vocal mics are not on. You're like, okay, well they muffed that one.
Yeah, it was.
But you can make one really great live album out of those recordings, which was done.
Because I love that song, but it just, I don't know, there was something about that mix that seemed a little.
It was really low and it was really weak, and I think it was.
And
mixed,
like some like they were missing all the and like
it
it was
all missing
all
all the
just
good
like
stuff,
the,
right? I mean, I think it was mixed
I
mono,
thought,
so
that was all really loud.
I know some people are just like, oh, I'm only going for the monos, and I'm like, I know classic
Hi,
Beach Boys, you got to do
Susan.
that. But the fact is, like, for a recording from that era, a little spread is a good idea. That's all I'm saying. That's all we got. So,
Yes, so I had said this on Patreon, but I will say it here too. We weren't sure whether we would be home tonight or in Hartford. And if we were in Hartford, we would have had a gig from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So, even though I am depressed to not make that money, I'm happier to be home.
Happy to be standing right here, right now.
And I'm happy that our friends,
after the week you had.
I'm not going to share any of their business, but I'm happy they were able to do the gig because we were going to have to do it if they couldn't, and I'm happy they could.
There's reasons, and it turns out they were able to get past and go. And,
okay, the temperature on this lighting is so weird. Like my face is just yellow.
I'm not really yellow as much as it's
and
not,
even you
not
look
blue.
pale.
Look pale? I do. Do I look sickly? Am I feeling good?
You look a little pale. It's the lighting.
I'm feeling a little warm.
These lights are brighter than the sun.
They are actually pretty bright lights, but it's great. And we do have some pretty good fill from the world's largest softbox.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was going to be hotel room cocktails. I know.
Oh, right.
It probably would have been like hotel room coffee and Doritos.
Yeah.
So this is just better.
Would have to see you at
Hi, Pepper Tree.
4 in for the after party, right?
I know.
Oh man, at that point it's just like, hi guys, it's been a hell of a day.
The
I'm
after
going to
party.
bed. Call. Because we did one of these last year and we repaired
2.
it. Oh, that's right. They were back to back too.
I know. We had 2 overnight gigs in a row. So hard.
Second one, it was really pushing it, and after that, we had a hotel, and we're not making it home. So it's just we hit the hotel. We grab I think we had some cold bubbles or something. I pop it. I have pour a glass, and then I'm like, how cold?
I know. We wake up in the morning. It's like, oh look, it's our flat bubbles.
Oh, how about that? Yeah, great. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I forgot stuff.
So our theme this evening is mystery because we had no idea where we would be. We have some mystery records behind us, along with Beach Boys, Hardy Boys, Twin Peaks, The Kids from Caper, and Impact, Secret Agent. Over there we have 77 Sunset Strip. You can't see that one. Oh, Lisa's. I'm going to share Lisa's comment. Used to play the Beach Boys. My daughter was little, and she loved the song "In My Room." Oh, I know. I love that song too. Hi, Hugo. Good to see you. So I decided for my first mystery drink this evening, I'm going to make something and call it the Bermuda Triangle. Thank you.
I feel like the Ace of Cups there.
You do. Mm.
He does.
Okay. And I have Jaws. I have Jaws on the TV, so this is so perfect because I will be making this in a shark mug. Oh my, okay, so we got to turn the brightness down because this shark mug is looks yellow on camera. Okay, well, when you come back, yeah, this is a shark tiki mug and it shouldn't be yellow. Um, so I'm going to begin with, yes, they definitely are the boys of summer. I agree. Um, put that up there. I'm going to start with an ounce of dark Jamaican rum, Karuba, to be specific. Hydrate, yeah. Ounce of dark Jamaican rum. Okay. And then an ounce of Reposado tequila. And if that sounds weird to you, don't knock it till you've tried it because it is so good. Okay. And he just bought this bottle, so I'm sure there's a big old zip strip. Yep. I don't want to mess up my nails. Okay. I'm using Camarena. This is a good one at a nice mid price. Unfortunately, they're not paying me to say that. 1 ounce Reposado tequila. Half ounce blue curacao. I'm using Giffard. Half ounce. Did I say an ounce? Half ounce. Half ounce. An ounce would be way too much. Look, it's already looking like the sea. And then a half ounce fresh lemon juice. Lemon. And okay, so we're going to shake this much with ice and strain into and pour. Pour, yeah, probably pour into the shark mug. Wait, what am I doing? My shaker tin. Oh, I'm all discombobulated. Okay. Oh, testing rum Manhattan. Ooh. I want to hear about that. Trying to do all the jobs. Paul abandoned me. Okay. I am going to put some ice in my shark mug. But I'm also going to use the ice that I'm shaking with. So. I'll do this. Well, Eric, Paul abandoned me, so I have to do all the jobs. Okay. So we're going to shake that much with ice. I'm not done yet. Took off. Okay. I was going to use edible glitter, which I think I'm going to use in my next one, but you wouldn't really see it in this because of the mug. Yeah, we need to turn the brightness down because my shark mug looks yellow on camera. I told you things looked yellow. It's not my imagination. All right. I'm going to pour into my shark.
Shark. Did you tell them you got Jaws playing over there on the screen?
I did.
For inspiration. Good stuff.
That's that big chunk of ice is not going to go in my shark.
No.
And that big chunk of ice just hit the deck.
Just hit the deck. Let me see if I can retrieve that. Sorry.
Well, I'm not going to use that one. But I could use some more ice.
It's gone.
So.
It's history.
And did you bring paper towels? Did you bring paper towels?
No.
Okay, and then next I'm going to do. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. It's a little bit more. You'll see why in a minute. Okay. So, get a lot of ice in here because I'm going to dash it with. Shoot. I got to get the bitters. Hold on. Dash it with cranberry bitters, which are red. So it's going to look like blood in my shark mug. I'm totally stealing this idea from Mother of Pearl in New York City, R.I.P.
Speaking of R.I.P.
I loved that place.
Oh, man, that was so cool.
And then
it was really, really cramped, and you really had to wait around for
I'm going to
the utility
add
room.
this little boat into my shark's mouth that I got last week in a drink at Paradise Lost in New York City.
Hello.
So I'm representing New York City tiki bars of the past and present. Bermuda Triangle.
This really does look. And is this his
It is so
saturation?
yellow. Oh my
Well,
God.
just a second, folks. I'm gonna go off comments for a second while I actually grab what this is. It's actually the window, and it is the camera effects. It's not really an effect. It's actually tint. Could you hold up that mug again? That's a real guide to me. The fact that is.
Gonna adjust.
It's totally like popping out on that. What is
poppin'? Usually poppin's good though, right?
I thought that there was like a blur effect on, but it's not.
What's poppin'?
It's yo, popping and locking. Let me check the gamma. No.
I didn't do a thing.
You do a damn thing. Let me check the.
It wasn't saturation.
I could reset and it's going to get like really wonky.
Oh, that's better. Wait.
Hold on. There we go.
That's better. Okay.
Why is it so washed out though?
I don't know. Because the lights are brighter than the sun.
Well, that's why we can take the brightness down. Okay, hold up again. There we go. Up. Let's see if we can just adjust.
I mean, we'll look unhealthy, but as long as the mug looks good, right?
Oh, this looks totally great. No, I'm taking it back up. That's that for that. It's an exposure thing.
These lights are too bright.
I'm sure like Phil's going to be saying, do this. And like, whatever. I don't know.
The lights are too bright.
Right, too bright. Well, it's kind of, they're about as low as they go, though. So, it's kind of tough. All right, well, there we go.
Hi, Oscar. Good to see you.
Yeah. Right. Rum Hattons on the show next Monday. Wow, cool. Excellent.
And hi, Mike. Good to see you, too.
Taking a cue from PTV over there. You see that?
Oh, geez. Oh, Mike.
I'm interested to try this.
Sharktastic.
Sharktastic. Oh, whiskey for you, Mike, and a lot of it.
Yeah.
That's really good. So what all is in that?
Dark Jamaican rum, reposado tequila, blue curacao, lemon juice. You dash with, you know what, I'm going to dash some more so that there's blood on my boat with either cherry or cranberry bitters, some bitters that are red.
I recall that Mother.
It looks like there's blood dripping off my boat now. I don't think you can see it.
That's a little washed, but I remember that Mother of Pearl made this drink, their drink, using this exact mug, and they actually had this sort of corn syrup and red food color that they dripped over it, so it was really gory and super sticky, and it was like
you were just insulted.
Bloody mess. But...
Did you insult LCTV?
Who? What? Where? Insulted by whom? What did I say? I said taking a cue from PTV is all I said. Well, do you think someone else is insulting you, or what did I say? I don't know. Tell me, Pete. We're not here to insult anybody, particularly you gentlemen. We had a fabulous show on your channel. Yet 1 week and a half ago, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you haven't seen us in a good 10 days because of, and you know what? It was great. It was just fantastic. If you did not actually witness the Manhattan Project, highly to one of these channels.
Yes, I'm going to share the link a little bit later.
I think like YouTube actually archives these much better than Facebook. But check that out, and it's a couple of hours of mayhem. It's just a ton of fun. And of course, we had PTV on there for like the entire time, mixing up the Rum Hattons, which was kind of great. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Maybe I missed something there. Anyway, but yeah, that's a. I mean, I just let the comments fly because this is a whirlwind day followed by a whirlwind night followed by in the midst of a whirlwind broadcast and boom, 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 and it's all part of the fun. It's all good.
I
Blue. Yeah, the blue drinks. This
I
is actually
apologize
quite good.
if you got if Paul insulted you.
What the hell did I say?
I know.
Anyway, can you clarify? I feel really bad now. I feel like, here I am, like, slagging
Hi,
off our fellow
Julie. Good to
channels.
see you.
Yeah.
And hi, Bill. Good to see you
Yeah.
too.
Hi, Julie. Wow. Excellent. There is, in fact, a hole in the shark's schnoot to put your straw through.
Yes,
It is very, very true.
there is, but I don't think that's gonna work in this.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
I think that's the problem with that.
Yeah.
A flexible straw is a better idea.
Mhm.
And besides, it looks like you're putting something metallic into the shark's mouth, which actually happens in the movie. So there we go.
Hi, Peter. Happy birthday.
Hey, Peter.
It's Peter's birthday, y'all.
Yeah, that's right, y'all. It is all involved.
It's all about. Okay, good.
Anyway,
Okay.
so once again, we are celebrating mysteries, and we're also
And Peter's birthday.
And Peter's birthday. Hello. I'm sure Peter is actually enjoying some good stuff.
Oh my God! Look how blue it
Perhaps
just
some
got.
Bordeaux. Why did we just suddenly get blue? I swear I spend so much time making
It's a
sure
mystery.
This is right. Mystery to me. I think the sun's going
It's
down.
a mystery.
I'm going to crank the color temperature again so this doesn't look too muh. And the also commemorating the two really big names that have happened this week, like one day after the other. Bang, Sly Stone, and that's a giant, and then Brian Wilson. Hello, this just announced today.
Brian Wilson's the giantest of giants.
He's pretty much. I mean, you would have to like have Sinatra die again to have somebody who's like a bigger figure historically. I mean,
Elvis.
something like along those lines. But major American songwriter and vast catalog, and he went through his travails and troubles. So did Sly, But both like fantastically inventive songwriters, producers, multi-instrumentalists. You just listen to that live stuff from Family Stone. It's nuts. It's absolutely crazy.
Eric's asking if the Hardy Boys includes the theme.
I doubt it.
It has two original adventures.
Yeah.
The Disco Conspiracy and
Gotta love that.
The Mystery of the Missing Iceman. I'm obsessed
I'm intrigued
with the Disco Conspiracy.
Having,
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Having heard, who was it? Not Rainbow Bright, but Strawberry Shortcake.
Strawberry Shortcake.
Saying some disco recently. You're like, okay, we want to hear what the Hardy Boys have to say. It's not impossible to get the theme in there, but they would have had to license it. And this is like some kiddie label called Wonderland Records, which I'm sure some of you had as kids. They're wonderful. You play them to death. That's what kids did. This one's a bit beat. But I'm thinking they wanted to do this on the cheap, and the best they did was license the images of Parker Stevenson and Sean Cassidy on this item. So there you go. Now, I need a thing too, and I was really inspired. I just on the what was I thinking of? Like just on a completely unrelated thread, somebody at least mentions Brian Wilson. And I was like, oh man, gee.
Saturday, June 14th is National Bourbon Day.
Hey, well, hello. Also Flag Day. So raise your flag of choice and crack your bourbon.
Raise your pride flag of choice.
There's like two American icons right there. Whatever flag you got, that works properly.
A
lot of great American.
We're going to be in the
out
city.
We will. We're going to be seeing
Boop.
The musical.
Because I got tickets for $10.
Yeah, I'm like, she asked.
I'm like, oh, Boop must be about to close because I got tickets for $10.
Well,
so
you literally called me. I'm like, what? And you're like, do you want to see Boop? Like, I got to answer right now. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yep, because I had 9 minutes to buy the tickets.
I was like, well, how much? $10. I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Let's go.
So,
Let's go.
It must be struggling if they're selling $10 tickets.
It's rough. It's an original musical within a bunch of revivals. Same street actually has Gypsy, has Sunset Boulevard. I mean, you've got really big names associated. I don't think they've got a big TV name.
But speaking of National Bourbon Day,
I love original musicals.
You know what Boop is playing across the street from?
Yes, I do.
Sardi's.
So I think we're going to repair there after our matinee. And we'll check that kind of stuff out.
Oh.
Okay,
Oscar wants to check out Secret Agent.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to go get it.
Just a minute. This temperature is making me look gray. Okay, boom.
I got it.
Much better. I'm going to pop the brightness again. There we go. Maybe this looks a little bright, but it looks better to me. Boom, boom. Sorry for the gray folks.
Looks better on us.
Better on us.
Not so much on the shark. Oh, okay. So, this is the back. We will tell you what it says in a
And there's
minute.
the front. Yeah.
Front.
The music begins, and so does another adventure with Secret Agent.
Do you want to?
I will be glad to tell you
Do the honors.
perhaps on this sort of thing. Secret Agent, of course, in the UK known as Danger Man, with a completely different theme. In the US, it's Secret Agent with the theme Secret Agent Man. You know that Johnny Rivers song, recorded live, I believe, and that was the theme they used in the show. This has like some generic guy singing it in pretty good style. It's kind of a rocker. And but Danger Man was actually a very successful series for about, I think, 6-7 years. And then we go and actually, like, they finish the series, and he's thinking, I have a different concept. So he goes on to make something called The Prisoner. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
the brighter does look better right here.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Anyway, so this was issued like during the run of the show. This was 1966. This was done, and it was originally issued as half of an album, Secret Agent Meets the Saint. So it had one side the Secret Agent, one side the Saint from the Saint TV series,
Okay.
another UK export that came to us, and that was a really cool record. That's super rare. But then they were issued separately as albums, and I'm like, this is super rarer. So I was like, whoa! And the only reason I got this was like it came into the store I was working, it was sealed. Somebody opens it up, it's warped.
Oh.
So they're like, well, blah, blah, blah. And my boss said, I can't do anything with this. So I'm like, yoink. Even it's a good picture of nothing else. But the album is totally new. And I've had this thing sitting in the collection for years. And I think the warp is very minor by now. So just let it sit for a while. It'll get better. There's
Let it
ways
sit
to.
in the burning hot attic.
That probably helped things,
It pressed up against other records.
Some
Probably
people-
just straightened it right up.
Some people will say, take the record, put about 40 records on top of it, just let it sit, press.
Don't some people put them in the oven?
You can do the oven treatment or the heat treatment. And I've heard that's successful, and I've heard that'd be a big disaster. There's also a device you can buy that flattens them out. Now, that's a lot of money for the handful of warped records that I own. Some people would say, just get another one. I'm like, oh, sure, I'm going to find another Secret Agent at my record store tomorrow, right? This one needs to be flattened out. Anyway, kind of great. They can return to what it is. And the music is really cool. It's really, really great stuff. It's reminded me a lot of the albums that were issued for Man from U.N.C.L.E., which were actually rescored by Hugo Montenegro. Some people don't like that. I love Montenegro. So, I'm like, anything U.N.C.L.E., I'm in. There are CDs issued on Film Score Monthly about 15 years ago.
Oh, my gosh.
I think there are 3 or 4 different sets, and the 4th set is Girl from U.N.C.L.E. They're both double CD sets. They're so awesome.
Oh, Amy,
So
that's
awesome.
okay. I haven't made the throwdown yet.
Not yet.
Amy dared
Not
us to make a drink.
Dared
Dared all of us
Dared.
in the Velveteen Lounge VIP room. But we're taking her dare tonight.
Time for me to make something now, isn't it? Okay, folks. Let's make a deal.
And I'm even going to use some of the edible glitter she sent us.
Yes.
Yes. I'm so excited. So, is this the first one you were thinking of?
This is the first one I was thinking of.
Okay.
I decided just on the spot that I wanted to make a tribute to the entire catalog and the entire oeuvre, and of course, the brilliance of a really great American songwriter and performer, Mr. Wilson.
So what are you calling this one?
I keep calling him I'm calling it The Beach Boy.
Okay.
And I keep calling him Mr. Wilson. All anybody here is thinking is, Dennis the Menace! Dennis! Anyway, I'm going to start by filling my glass with ice,
Okay.
which is a great way to start. Start at the very beginning. That's a very good place to start.
Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start.
Well, now we're definitely getting a copyright strike. Okay, so glass with ice. I chose a nice chimney. The one, the Noritake with the bamboo. That was definitely making me think Beach Boy and Beach Boys. You get a nice DOF. You got a nice DOF that says Beach Boys. Hey, go to town.
Oh yeah, it was mind blowing. A ducky. Yes.
Ilya.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Ilya Kuryakin.
And of course, he also starred in a
I couldn't
19.
even.
And you remember the other 1970s TV series that McCallum starred in? Anybody? I'm giving you 3 guesses. It was great. I remember watching it. It's pretty cool. I will take a straw. A straw. Yeah. Amy didn't have to sit around, didn't have to wait around and start getting antsy and say, and just jump directly to
Skip forward to the triple dog.
triple dog area. For Christ's sake, people, we're like 6 months away from that. Triple dogs. So let's go with this one. So the Beach Boy, I was thinking of very beach-y flavors, and I was thinking of sort of California-y
The Invisible
flavors.
Man.
Bingo. Who got that?
Amy.
Oh, Amy nails it just shut. I used to watch these series with my sister. It was so cool. He was doing half the scenes in blue suit so that he could be invisible, and the effect really works.
Oh my
It's really
gosh.
pretty weird. It's cool. But that was one of the first that I remember. And around the same time, there was a Bill Bixby series on about 1973, 74. Do you remember that one
Ooh.
too? I think Emily could probably nail that. Bill Bixby, TV series, early 70s. He also played a sort of mysterious gentleman. Because McCallum in The Invisible Man was
Also think
he was the scientist who comes up with the formula, and then of course he solves crimes and whatever. So
wasn't he on Nanny and the Professor?
who? McCallum?
No, Bill Bixby.
No.
Who was on that?
Was it Gig Young?
Was it Gig Young? Who was on Nanny and the Professor?
I think it was Gig Young. I could be wrong. And it was Juliet Mills.
The Hulk.
Oh, that's true. Bill Bixby in 1978, 77 actually, The Hulk. But earlier in the 70s, there was another series. Anybody? Anybody? I think Eric might be able to nail this one. So we'll start with some Room. That sounds like a
Who
very
was
good
on
place
Nanny
to
and the
start.
Professor?
Juliet Mills, and I'm going to have to look it up. And.
Courtship of Eddie's Father. What was I saying?
1969. Bill Bixby. He had like 3 series
What
in a
was I
row.
saying?
Nanny and the Professor.
Nanny and the Professor.
Yeah.
Courtship of Eddie's. So that's what I meant.
Bingo. Okay, Bill Moffat. That's very good.
Thank you.
That's very good.
Thank you.
And it's still not what I'm thinking of. I remember watching all of those series. Boy, he was all over the place. Thank you, Peter.
Yes.
That's like 69 to 72, maybe, is Eddie's father. I always remember it was Brandon.
I was thinking of the right thing. I just had the wrong name.
So, favorite Martian?
Yes.
Is early 60s with Ray Walston. Great series. A lot of fun.
Yes.
Pretty wacky.
Richard Long.
Richard Long. That's it. Thank
Eric.
you. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, that was it. It was not Gig Young.
Ghost of Mrs. Muir.
That's another one. Ghost of Mrs. Muir was, 68, I think, and it was not Faith DeMurg. Hope Lang. Hope Lang was in that. And I figured it played the
Yes, Hugo Montenegro, the composer. Yes.
Yes. And actually, it was discovered Uncle because of Montenegro. Well, that's very cool. Those albums are great, and you can get them both those on one CD. I think it was issued in the UK, and by now there's probably a lot of other collections. And who collects CDs anymore? You can find it streaming somewhere.
Courtship of Eddie's Father, Nanny and the Professor. All these shows about these poor single dads. It's like that's what it was.
That's what it is. Yeah. Well, it was a thing at the time.
Right.
You had single dads, and you also had shows about like families where one of the spouse died, and the families came together.
Well, I just think it's like all these shows about the guy and then like the employee that he falls in love with. There's something a little.
Mr. Eddie's father. Oh,
something a little. We can do better.
Anyway, I need the room.
We can do better. What?
Anyway, I'm looking for the other room. Sorry. The real McCoy. I'll take the McCoy.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
I'm going to try this. I hope I don't motor over it with what I'm putting in here because it's going to be pretty strong.
Oh, yeah. I Dream of Jeannie.
I'm going with, 2 ounces. There we go. Got rid of that bar flourish thingy right there. The series I'm thinking of, I'm going to say this and somebody's going to go, oh, yeah. Do anybody remember?
Brandon Cruz, I believe, was the singer for a version of Black Flag.
I believe he was, and he did have another punk band too. Yeah.
Yeah, Family Affair. Yeah, all of these like single dad and like the ones where it's like they get with the employee. It's just anyway.
Get together with.
2 ounces amber rum.
Okay,
we're saying, right?
Yep, good place to start. I'm going to go with. I found this at the store today where I was buying dinner. It was organic black mulberry juice, and I just saw it Knott's Berry Farm immediately. I'm like, SoCal, boom, bingo, there you go, baby. So I'm giving 1/2 ounce of this. This might turn out super, super strong, and I might not need to do anything else to this. Wow, that's already getting dark. But it's only 1/2 an ounce, so I'm going to actually, we also happen to have this black cherry.
Okay, how much are you going to do with that?
I'm going to 1/2 ounce of this, if I can get it open, which is a different mystery. Son of a... And of course, now it's been like in the fridge, and it's condensing, and it's really, really hard to open, and I'm going to be right back.
Another network's response to Gilligan's Island. Which one? Oh, wait, which show? Now I'm confused.
Now we're totally confused. I don't think anybody has actually named it yet. The series I'm thinking of, Bill Bixby around 1973, The Magician. Anybody remember that one?
Oh,
He
clearly
played
I
he
don't.
played a magician, and he lived aboard a plane. It was like Harry O or something. And he kind of solved crimes and stuff, and people were always perpetrating crimes because, this was the era of the mystery movie.
Facts of life. I need to write that down. That was one of those that I was like, we're doing these broadcasts, and I say, "Oh, we need to do a happy hour about that," and then like I can't remember what we said later.
Oh, seriously.
Facts of life.
Well,
Now that you said that, I'm like, okay, I do have a memory of this.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have. That's a terrible sign rhyme, by the way. 1 full ounce of lemon juice. I'm going to counteract all that sweetness.
Amy, making me cough.
Scandal.
I also love rum.
Okay.
Taylor was a single day. Yes.
Oh, wait. I want to add a bit of syrup to this. And I decided to go with falernum. I wanted to have
Married
some of those
drunkards.
flavor notes in there.
Yes.
So
You're correct about. Yeah, what was it with? I guess they just wanted all these male stars to have their own shows, and it's like, well, he can't be married. Otherwise, we'd have to have a female star.
Yeah, well, they didn't want to pay a gal to be in the series there. Thanks a lot, guys.
Amy remembers The Magician.
There you go. I knew that you would. That's the kick.
I knew that you would. Okay, what else did you do besides the cherry juice?
Half ounce falernum.
Okay.
There we go. And 1 ounce of lemon. I hope that is not too imbalanced. I wanted to try this earlier, and I ran out of time. But I got a fair amount of sweet stuff in there with all that juice and the falernum. I'm going to give that a stir and see where we are and see what else I want to add to this. So far, it sounds like a pretty damn good punch. I hope Dennis is watching because I told him that I would make this on the air.
Ooh.
That's good. It's got a specific hit. Could you retrieve for me?
Exactly.
Oh,
William Lloyd, hello. Good to see you. What falernum recipe do you use?
Oh.
Mr. Brady was a single dad for a while.
And so
Dan
was
remembers The Magician.
So was Carol Brady, as a matter of fact. Yeah,
Carol Brady was also a single dad.
She was also a single dad. Wait a minute. No, she had to be a stand-in for dad and mom, just like he had to be a stand-in for mom and dad. But he had Alice.
Yes, Pepper Tree, you are correct.
Yes, absolutely. That first season. I'm just catching up on things there. Falernum, I think it's like falernum number 7 or something, and it was either Gary Regan or somebody who dicked around with this for 40 recipes, but this was the one, and I just
bingo, Amy
went with it, and it was there. Absolutely with that. So that I think you can find that in one of the Jeff Berry books where he says you can make your own, and this was before it was really easy to get falernum, so I just started making it. And you know what? Falernum is the easiest thing you can make of all of these syrups because it's literally like put it together, steep overnight, strain, sweeten it up, you're done. And that's it, 1 day process. So it's really, and it's you do it, and you get an intense flavor profile just from 1 day worth of steeping. It's really great. What? I haven't even had one yet. Jeez. I think, could you retrieve me the cherry bitters that we just bought? I want to show those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave my shirt here so you can see it.
Yes.
Okay. Cherry. Oh, yeah, we haven't even opened these yet, have we?
About that. By the time we do that. Luxardo Sour Cherry. I'm going to give that a little bit more of the camera. A little hard to see. It is still so bright there.
Same with Glitcher Head, Alice.
Yes. Oh, bingo. That sounds a little salacious. So the Luxardo, we actually tried the coffee.
Wait, Eric, I don't even remember that.
We tried the coffee from the Luxardo. It was very good, very nice, intense coffee flavor. So we're trying.
Okay, great. Yep.
The sour cherry. I'm actually going to do that thing where I put a little bit on there.
Put it on my hand, as one does.
Yeah, very fruity. Okay. Very distinct bitter hit, and I do want that in my drink.
Those are good. Yeah,
really good.
Okay.
Luxardo actually spends a fair amount of time making their cocktail cherries.
Their coffee bitters are certainly good.
Their maraschino or maraschino is an excellent
Thank
product.
you, Dan. Someone understands.
Yes. I know. But Dan, look at this. I haven't even started on mine. Jeez, look at that. But I think I want to add a little bit something else this too. I need some fizz in there.
You know, it's good if Kelly's slurping. Oh, I must learn that song. Oh, hi, Sivs. Good to see you. Springfield, Oregon. Nice. From sunny Springfield, Oregon. I love it. It was actually somewhat sunny here today. It rains all the time here.
Well, it doesn't anymore.
Although we did get lucky for the gigs we did last weekend. And I did one last night that it was nice weather. And then on the drive home, boom, the sky just opened up. But I was glad they had a nice party. So.
Anybody know what I'm doing over here?
Wee, wee, wee.
There you go. Hey, we got all the mysteries happening here, people. Anyway, I'm going to fill that.
Mystery movie theme is a good name for a drink.
Mystery.
Too,
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Or
Love
just
that.
mystery movie.
Love that
Okay,
theme.
So
Okay.
you added how much bitters?
About 3 dashes. Enough to bitter it up. Counteracting some of the rest of this in here, but like this is actually a good blend, and I think it's if you're at some beachy place and you ask for a rum punch, you could get anything. It could be awesome. It could be straight from Bermuda. It could be or St. Lucia or something, or it could just be like a bunch of blue stuff thrown in a glass with no sour, and it's like, whoa, that's kind of sweet.
Okay.
But this is actually high quality rum, nice aged rum, and some really nice fresh ingredients, the good juices that I put in here. I added the falernum to give it a little bit of spicy kick, and then I'm just going to cut that back a little bit by adding about
Wax Magic.
maybe an
I have
ounce and a
heard
half.
of that.
Wax Magic, really?
Yes.
About an ounce and a half of seltzer.
And from McLeod, yeah, like all the mystery movie shows.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's pretty happy.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking it had to be a tall drink. You could obviously make this
Definitely getting the
as
falernum.
more of a cocktail
It's a
by
little
just
spicy.
modifying it up a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely in there.
Spicy and nice. Yes.
No.
Mystery movie.
Right? Mystery movie, totally. I feel like you gentlemen and lady should actually do some reviews of mystery movie because it's like that's totally your speed too. Now, of course, you're busy
Well,
currently.
they do Hallmark, so we could do mystery movie.
You're currently busy with the Hallmark, and you're going to go for about the next 50 years on that stuff. So,
Hallmark drops a lot of movies, don't they?
you were in one. Jeez.
I was.
Yeah, hilarious. Don't know if you realize that, but if that's the first time we're mentioning that, yeah, you were in.
Well, you can only see me. You can't hear me.
You have to look very carefully. What was the name of that one again?
One December Night.
Yes. Which I thought was well done.
Ben, I probably did because I got in the car. It was sunny.
Yeah.
I got on the highway and it was just white out rain. And fortunately, everyone slowed down. Everyone behaved themselves. But
What do you know?
was just, yeah, it was like a flood. And then maybe 10 minutes later, I drove out of it. So,
a unique event on New York highways that somebody decided to slow down during whiteout rain.
Well,
Jeez.
we also were driving. Well, I'm not
Less.
going to talk about one of them because I maybe in the after hours secret hang or something. There's no after hours secret hang. I'm just making it up. But I would love to do that sometime.
The audience demands it.
Yeah, we were driving to a gig on Saturday and it was raining, of course, because
what else to do on weekends?
And people were driving really, really fast. And suddenly the traffic slammed shut because there was an enormous accident.
All these vehicles go past us, lots of gumballs. We finally see what it is, and it's like, whoa. Yeah, that was serious. I didn't see any stretchers, but like those cars are gone. So,
like the Benny Hill version of McCall, where he also plays Iron Sides.
Oh, Benny. Benny's a classic.
Of all the poor taste.
Benny, of course, had a classic theme himself, which of course was. Can anybody name Benny's theme? That's the one with That's the one with the saxophone, of course. It's just a great tune.
A wrap up of Knots Landing.
Mm.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That would be hilarious.
I seem to recall that the producers of Knots Landing also did Dallas, and they did Dallas first because it was a more accessible concept apparently, but they were really gunning to make Knots Landing. So when Dallas was a huge hit, then they go ahead and make Knots, and that ran for like I don't know 8 seasons more. It was really a huge hit.
Amy, yes, in one December night in the tree lighting scene, when they're like having the countdown, like light the Christmas tree. I'm like, my head is like between the
Directly
two
between
leads.
the two leads right there.
I'm like clapping and smiling, and yeah, and I knew the camera was on me because I am that kind of a diva. I
Oh,
knew
by
the
the way,
camera was on me, so I'm just like,
cam- camera's right there. You're like, oh hi, haven't seen you in
I
ages.
know,
Don't mind if I like hang out with you
I
guys?
know.
Hilarious.
Well, it's funny because they were pairing up like couple groups, so they paired me with this old man, and I mean, he was into it, but it was just so funny because like I think he's kind of like off to the side, and I'm just like,
Hi.
as soon as I see that camera in my face, I'm like, yes,
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
yep.
As you're absolutely right, Amy. That's the Peter Gallagher, Bruce Campbell buddy picture, which is pretty hilarious. But it's
Thank
great
you,
they did that.
Lisa. Yes, please hit the like button if you
Thank you, Lisa.
haven't.
Yes. I also would say, like, here I am, like 45 minutes in. If you're watching this broadcast on the rebroadcast, watching the archive, thank you so much. I think we can. I think that both platforms do this, although I think Facebook's getting very flaky on that. But YouTube still archives them. You can watch any of our old episodes if we go on for about 4 hours. Oh
Except
boy!
for New Year's Eve.
Except for New Year's Eve, which did not take. So 24 hours apparently is gone forever.
Yeah,
Hope you were
it
there.
didn't record the 24-hour New Year's Eve broadcast. I'm shocked.
It got boned somewhere along the line. I'm sure like YouTube robots were like, "What? Get these out of here."
Oh my gosh, Pepper Tree.
14
That's like
seasons.
Columbo and Hawaii Five-O for us. We watched Hawaii Five-O. We watched the entire season, the entire series from beginning to end. It took us
And
years. We were doing it on Friday nights.
we're doing Friday
It
nights,
took us years.
a week at a time. So kind of in real time. It took us, but we were faster than that though because we were running
Oh,
the
Amy, I
entire
don't
year.
know. I don't
So I
know.
think it probably took us about 5 years to nail it all. But we have the all the DVDs over there, and I would like start them all over again and do
Who
it
would have
again.
guessed Kelly's a diva?
You know, makes me think of the movie Diva. We just saw that soundtrack recently. That itself is type of a mystery.
I remember that.
Yeah. I
I remember
remember
that
being one of
movie.
those movies that's got a hell of a lot of style and not a lot of substance.
Would you hand me a tin, please?
I'll be glad to continue.
Thank you. I'm gonna make my next drink.
Make mine Manhattan.
You can only achieve 12 hours. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't. Maybe it was just too much storage for
It was
YouTube. I
recording
don't
to
know.
start with, and as far as I know, it kept going. And then when we got to the processing stage, it was cycle, cycle, cycle. And the next thing we know, it was just like booted.
Yeah.
I'm sure that like the powers that be were like, get rid of this now. We're not storing 24 hours of your stupid show. Like, thanks a lot, guys. Really, really
I
love
love
you.
Bruce Campbell too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. And I bet he had been thinking about making something like that for a long time because he hopped on the project. And there
Oh,
he
you
is,
can only
like the two
archive 12
musicians.
hours. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, heck. Well, what the heck?
Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Well, there we go. So
It was a moment in time.
So PTV, LC, if you're ever thinking of doing like the day long broadcast, can't do it. Of course, LCTV records all of their own content, so like they don't have any such restrictions.
Okay, so this idea came from Amy. She posted in the
Yeah.
Velveteen Lounge Kitchen VIP room, which is our Facebook group, the Dr. Pepper Margarita. I am going to do my version, and I'm going to start with some of the edible glitter that Amy sent us because everything's better with edible glitter. And
Certainly.
I need to.
Hey, it's Pride Month. I mean,
Do
you
you have a
gotta
knife
gotta
or
represent. I always have a knife.
Or can you?
Be right back.
The struggle. It's real. Struggle's real. Yeah, she sent us silver and gold, but I don't know, for some reason. I was about to do silver for this because of the Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could open both, but I don't know. I'm thinking silver.
Gotta punch this. This is well sealed. Good idea.
Ah. Squeal tires on a dirt road. It's real. It's real.
This is real.
Struggle is real.
This is real.
Okay, I'm gonna put a little in my.
I, of course, am quoting the Three Amigos.
This is real. It's real. Andy Warhol's Empire is still on YouTube. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to. Yeah.
Oh, Empire's on YouTube? Oh, wow. That's, I think, 8 hours of a static shot of the Empire State Building.
Yes.
That's a classic. I wonder if 4 stars or 4 asterisks, that is, the Andy Warhol epic, that was a 24-hour picture.
2 ounces Reposado tequila.
That's from like the probably December of '67 that was released, and sounds crazy. A lot of multi-screen, a lot of people
Oh my
talking at the
gosh.
same time, a lot of really noisy stuff.
Look at how dark it is
It is dark, just
with
like
this edible glitter in it.
that. I didn't realize it would oxidize. I wonder if other Warhol epics in there are there, and you probably
I
have
need orange liqueur.
Wavelength must be up there. I forget. That's a Canadian director. That's like, I think it's about an hour worth of a zoom in and an hour worth of a zoom out. It's like a super, or maybe the whole thing's 45 minutes. It's just long. I haven't seen it. If Casey is here, he has.
And
From
there's
film class.
Bug in my face.
Oh, I saw that. Get out of here.
An ounce of an orange liqueur. I'm using Grand Gala.
Get a quote. We're getting a reference to Chelsea Girls. That's another one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And an ounce of lime juice. They say lime juice. I'm going to use fresh lime juice.
Yes. Always use fresh. I recommend it. You can use this stuff in the bottle when you're making a big punch, and you can always punch it up with a couple of fresh. But one drink, squeeze that sucker.
So again, this is my version, so I'm doing it my way. Okay.
Pardon me.
Ice with which to shake.
Ice is with which to shake. I like those beach cabanas.
Oh, Jaws, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's like, I beg your pardon.
Excuse
I like
me.
those beach cabanas, baby.
I didn't say I like those coconuts. I like their coconuts. She actually
Hi,
had a whole bunch
Daniel.
of.
Good to see you.
Hey, Daniel. Boom, boom, boom.
Ohana countdown, everyone.
Boom, 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 boom,
We'll be
boom.
there 2 weeks from today. No, yes, 2 weeks from today. Oh my gosh, 2 weeks from today. Okay.
Oh, brother. Before you know it, you're there.
I hope you can see the glitter in this dark print.
Yeah, well, you know, do what we can here.
Woo! 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks.
Check it out. Yes. Yes. YASSSSS. Good grief.
Three amigos.
No, that's all guapo. I liked the one who was not very smart.
Which one is that? Okay.
Can I
I'll
have your
take a
watch?
chilled glass, please.
Can I have your watch when you are dead?
Can I have your watch when you are dead?
Did you mix one or two?
I mixed one. Did
Okay.
you? Oh, I'm sorry.
I was interested in it,
okay.
but you know what? Guess
Right.
what?
You know
Guess what? We can
We'll do
vary
another one.
up the ingredients because I have a plan.
Okay, so
Now,
I have
now,
a sidecar. You know what? I probably have enough for 2.
maybe we're done. Okay,
Right
yeah, look
here.
at that. Okay, because you're not filling the glass.
No. So why don't you?
I'm going to try it.
I need the Dr. Pepper too.
Excellent margarita.
Work on my cocktail presentation.
Mm.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We'll be able to see it this year.
That's
I'm
right.
excited. Yes.
So I got these little baby-sized
It's
Dr.
gonna get very
Peppers,
cold.
which are
Okay.
which are actually perfect for this because you just need a topper, and if I cracked like a 2-liter bottle, it's going to take me forever to drink that.
Okay, since I'm giving him half this drink, I'm only going to use 1 ounce of the Dr. Pepper.
We'll top it.
You can see it sparkling. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh yeah, as soon as you pour that in, it's like this big flourish.
Yes.
Of disco
you can
dust.
see it sparkle.
Really amazing.
Right.
I should finish this one first. Oh, what the hell? Double fist.
You know what? I'll try it with you since.
Oh, I will.
I'll give you an ounce
That's it.
of-
Something like that.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh. Okay, give it a stir. Gentle stir so as not to disturb the bubbles.
Cheers.
Ein Prosit.
Ben, we do that gag. This is really pretty good.
This is pretty good, Amy.
This is really pretty good.
It's really pretty good. And I was really trying to find Dr. Pepper with sugar because you can get it. It comes in glass bottles. But the last place I saw it was, do you remember? Who had the Dr. Pepper?
In glass bottles?
In glass bottles with sugar. In town that you could get it. One place that might have had it. We shopped there often. And they had a lot of weird old sodas.
Christmas tree shops.
I think I still have one bottle of Moxie with sugar from Christmas Tree, and I couldn't find it anywhere else. And I checked 2 places that should have had it today, and no dice. I also have plenty of sodas with sugars, no Dr. Pepper.
I don't know if you can see. The top of it is totally sparkly.
Mm-hmm. It's a little hard to see that. In
I
this
don't
light, it's a little hard to see that, but it's,
and then I'm blocking. Yeah, it is super sparkly. Amy, thank you. I love both for this recipe, which is actually really good, and
it's really fun.
Yeah,
it's a little different because it's sort of accenting the flavors in there, and I decided not to get the diet Dr. Pepper because of the time that we decided to make, what was it, hot Dr. Pepper?
I know. I saw a recipe for that today, and for hot Dr. Pepper, I was just like, because we got sugar free.
Yeah, the sugar-free product does not work for that application. So if you need to have diet sodas, then don't try that. But if you actually try the Sugared product,
Dr. Pepper and Chen, I could see it.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I could see these things.
Yeah,
these things are worth trying. I know that like the simplest drinks are like add a shot to your soda, and some of them are pretty ridiculous, and some of them are just so rudimentary they're just lacking a lot of substance.
I like the way the glitter sort of floats to the top.
In some cases, they're just lacking a good lemon twist, which I think this actually is lacking a lemon twist. I'm going to get them.
Oh yeah, I'll take a lemon twist or a lime twist, whatever. Did I used the lime juice? Yes, I used the lime juice. If I said lemon, I used lime. And if I said lime, I also used lime. Yes, David Naughton. Whatever happened to David Naughton? I think I don't know what happened to David Naughton, but he seems like one of those people who would be performing in Branson. Am I wrong?
What's wrong with David Naughton?
I said, I don't know what happened to David Naughton, but he seems like one of those people who would be performing in Branson.
Yeah, and
give myself a twist.
A big twist. I'm giving myself a smaller twist because I thought it'd be fine. And boom, and that actually helps.
Oh, good night, Pepper Tree. So good to see you.
Yep.
Cheers.
Prost. Oh, sorry.
I became a werewolf.
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 Oh, yeah, they're wolf. Oh, the Tornado Supplies? Gentlemen, your mission, you have accepted.
I feel you. And since I only had half, we can make another one of these.
He did, in fact, become a werewolf. And before that, he was making it. You remember he had a really big hit with that?
Making it.
You remember there was a TV series of Making It?
Yeah.
And they were in like 2 episodes.
Yeah, I do.
It was not good. And so even at the age of, whatever age I was at that point, we knew it was not good.
Peter, you're correct.
Absolutely, positively, my friend. So.
And since I only made half, we can do this again.
We can do this whole thing over again. Hello. And we have plenty of pepper.
Yes, as in doctor. Yeah, I barely even, this is 7.5 ounces. So I barely even touched the can.
Ooh, that's gory.
Oh, yeah, we got Jaws on. I'm sorry. I should not be watching TV.
Sorry about that, folks. We're doing a broadcast here.
But Jaws.
TV is watching us. But definitely. So anyway, we're commemorating a bunch of things here. We're not commemorating Jaws. We're talking mystery kind of things. Mystery movie theater. We were just talking with all sorts of mystery movie of the week, actually. And which does have an excellent theme by Mr. Mancini.
Yes, one of the many short-lived disco series. Yes.
Yeah, it was in that period where that kind of thing was happening, and I remember that on the upside, Donna Pescow, who had been in like the Ultimate Disco Picture, got a series, and that ran for a couple seasons.
I was like, are you reading my mind? I was about to mention Angie.
Angie,
Like, does anyone remember Angie?
I remember the theme to it pretty well, and I got to look up who the
Remember
hell
who
was
played her
singing it.
husband was?
What's that?
Remember who played her husband?
I do remember who played her husband. Audience? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yes.
But yeah. And I remember that that probably had a marginal amount to do with disco, but it did run for a couple of seasons anyway. And it was really tough in that period to like build a series. I really hate to say this kind of thing. It was tough to build a series around a female character. A lot of them really didn't do well because
Yeah, that's why
Hollywood
all
is really
these shows
prejudiced.
were like men who
were like saving
who
women.
hit on their employees.
Blah blah blah. So stupid. But you did have some entrepreneurs who were like, no, I'm just going to do a series. Like Carol Burnett does a series, and it runs for like 10 years. And
Yeah, because
but she formed a production company. Mary Tyler Moore forms MTM, does a series that
Yes,
runs for as long as she
'cause
wants
these
to,
women were
which
smart.
was like 7 years.
these women were smart.
And she only canned it when she's like, yeah, we've run the course. That's it. But in the meantime, was producing Bob Newhart and was producing like 4 or 5 other series within that period, and then they kept going. And then the new Newhart was MTM too. So yeah.
Hi, John. Good to see you. Yay!
Hello, sir. Oh, and by the way, I totally forgot. I wanted to start the broadcast.
Letters and buggers.
I wanted to start the broadcast contemplating my buddy over here.
Oh, Yorick.
I knew him well.
Alas, poor Yorick.
I think I need to dust him.
I knew him, Horatio.
Yes.
Now he's dusty AF.
He is Dusty AF, I'm telling you. He's the OG
Poor
on dust.
Yorick. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, Lisa loved Angie. Oh, Alice. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so my friend
Alice is a good one.
our friend, not just my friend. He was one of my first roommates in New York, our friend Zach. And like we would always joke about Alice. I don't know why that Alice became such a trope for us.
I don't know, but was he always talking about, Vera? You know?
He was always like, Tommy, turn down the Mott the Hoople, which is actually in the movie.
It's in the movie.
But,
it's not in the series.
But we would like always talk about the TV series. You know.
I believe the movie starts out with all the way to Memphis, and then you realize Tommy's like laying on the floor there between the Advent speakers, and they're just cranking. And it's like, Tommy! Tommy! So, but in the movie, I believe Flo was played by...
Oh, Sue Ann from the original Facts of Life. Oh, was in the original Dr. Pepper commercial? I believe that.
Oh,
Those girls were extremely clean cut.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They worked. They did stuff.
The short-lived series about a roller derby team. I remember of it. I didn't watch it.
Man,
I remember of it.
You might have seen that.
Yes.
And I remember seeing a lot of sorts of... I do remember seeing at least one episode of Super Train, which was as daft a concept as could be done. Because it had already been done as something called The Big Bus, which was a parody, and it was kind of funny. It was kind of not funny. But Super Train was serious.
Kind of funny and kind of not funny.
Super Train was sort of like a series about the Acela about 30 years early, so therefore it flopped.
I love that as a review. That should just be the review.
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
Kind of funny, kind of not funny.
And kind of not funny.
Kind of like not, kind of good, kind of not good. No, wait a minute.
Almost good.
Kind of, actually not kind of good, so just kind of not good.
We used to have a dance teacher when we were learning to dance before our wedding. And we would do something, and she'd be like, almost good, almost good.
Almost good. I was always so grateful to have a dance teacher because I'll get out there and I'll do the step and it looks right, but it's not. And in fact, I'm off balance because I'm not doing the right feet. So I need somebody to take a look very carefully to say, no, wait, try this. You got to step back first, and then you're good. So.
Second grade when that came out. All right.
Oh, well, okay.
Lisa has been binge watching Alice. Okay, all right.
Alice is a good place. That's a good place to be because it was a good ensemble cast. Beth Howland, of course, had already done Broadway. She's one of the original cast members of Company.
Yeah. Yes,
Man. And she's featured in that documentary that they made of the cast album.
Recording the cast album,
Company.
yeah.
And there she is singing Not Getting Married Today, and it's just death-defying to watch this.
That's a hard song to sing.
It's just insane because
I've sung it.
It's because Steve Sondheim there is a dishonest and he hates his actors. He wants to give them terrible things.
I hate his
so he didn't hate the actors, but he gave them things that were super difficult.
Oh yes, Eric is asking where is Alice being televised. I would be
Okay.
interested myself.
Okay. Vic Tayback was a classic, and he was in a ton of great stuff. And I think
Yes.
he's one of those guys who's a lot like Dolph Sweet. He was in a huge amount of stuff, being
Yes.
this heavy guy with the rough voice and blah blah blah. But I bet in person he was just a
What am
great
I
guy.
thinking? Vic Tayback. Something we watch every year.
It was Vic Tayback.
Yeah.
It's not the piece of the action episode of Star Trek which he's in,
No, no.
which we have never watched
It's a
together.
film. Sorry.
Well, Vic Tayback, huh? Geez, I got to think about that. I'm going to clean my guy because he's really kind of mucky.
Oh yeah, Errol. I feel like back then people like George Burns and stuff would make appearances on TV because it was good money, like
Yeah.
just like a license to print money, and they could go on and be themselves. Like they didn't have to, they weren't playing a role, like they didn't have to be. It would be like, oh hey, here's George Burns
Yeah.
in our diner
And
or
of course,
whatever. Yeah.
Burton Allen had done early television, so he was familiar.
Oh, Eric's been watching MacGyver.
Oh, there you go.
I love hearing what people are watching. We just started watching Sirens on Netflix. That promises to be entertaining. So,
That one episode was really great of that.
oh, Oscar's back. Hi,
Excellent.
Oscar. Welcome back.
Excellent ensemble. Oscar, very good to
Oh,
see
this
you,
has
sir.
been watching on YouTube. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
if
Amazing.
it's available.
Amazing.
I believe that LCTV actually has a YouTube subscription to watch television. So, like,
Yeah.
you want to watch TV, it's right there. And I think if I ever thought about paying for something, YouTube has a huge amount of stuff. And if you can do it in high quality without commercials, that's as viable as anything. That's the goal. The goal would be an archive that had everything ever. And you would just hit a button and away you
Hi,
go.
Colonel Keg. Good
Oh,
to
there
see
you go.
you.
Oh, so Errol is like totally on top. Yeah, that's a great episode. Really cool. I remember there's a whole business where they make up a fake card game, and they
Vic
had
was
that.
in a couple of episodes of The Monkees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of some film like before Alice. Like he's not in Shaft, is
Like
he?
Vic Tayback? No.
But it's something like that. It's something of that
What do we
nature.
watch all the time that like features Vic Tayback?
It's well, we don't watch it all the time. It's like maybe once a year. We're like, you know what? Let's pop that in, and it's got Vic Tayback as a heavy.
All right. Where the
I
heck did I
know.
leave my phone? If I only had the whole world at my fingertips. Oh yes, that's right. I was broadcasting music. I was listening to
Hey,
Sly and the Family
if you're
Stone.
gonna go get your phone, would you close that curtain, please?
I'm
I'm getting paranoid.
There's no paranoia. Does not exist.
It's like people are watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. All right. And I have no privacy. Oh, tell us about Ellen Waits and her award. Oh, thank you, Mom. Okay, so yeah, this short film we made, which was released in 23, just got an honorable mention at an absurd film festival in Italy. So I was very excited about that. And we're probably going to be in another one, not in person, but yeah, I think we're going to be in another one too. So, momentum for Ellen,
Mm-hmm.
and we're still. I want to find a place to stream it. Ultimately, I don't think film festivals are the way to go, but I want to find a place to stream it. So that's my next thingy with Ellen. No privacy on the internet.
Seriously, John, I'm telling you, you might be able to help us. I'm having some privacy issues on the internet.
But anyway, thank you for reminding me.
Yes. It's good, good.
No
Anyway,
privacy on the internet.
if you actually make a margarita and drop in some Dr. Pepper, it's really not bad. It's reminding me a lot of the milk and Pepsi thing, although that taste is completely different. Oh, yeah, that's really funny. I remember hearing about this, and we also name checked the Monkees today.
Oh.
There's a fake card game in the Monkees. I forget which episode it is, but I think it's the second season. It's really late in the second season. They also do a fake card game.
I'm going to do this again because we only ended up getting half a drink a piece. So
I have one variation on that would be fun and similar, and that we might want to try.
All right, then you mix.
I'll be glad to mix. Anyway.
I'll be glad for you to mix.
Anyway. Coop Cooper's Penthouse Evenings. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, baby.
yes.
I think that'll stay. Oh, you can't even see it though. Forget it.
People are watching. They are.
Somebody's watching.
I mean, for being as sort of quiet as this block is, I feel like it's active. I don't want people watching me through the window.
People are around, and that neighbor like mows the lawn a lot, so you think might be looking at you, seeing what you do.
July 20th for MIT Flea.
Oh!
Calling gigs.
Oh man,
If we don't have a gig,
that's I'll assume that's a Saturday.
Gig, but
I could tell.
if we don't, well, I mean, yeah, I don't think we have a gig yet. I have to work. I have to work.
Is
if we
a
get
Sunday.
A gig, but...
Okay.
Oh, a Sunday though.
You
all
know,
right, all right.
John, if they still have good stuff, like stuff I might be interested in, then I'm interested. I know that sounds like a very circular thing to say, but you know what I'm interested in.
Hi, Johnny. I'm ready to serve you
Johnny.
some old man beer. Yay!
Johnny, we will have the cooler. There will be beer. If you decide, hey, I've arrived in New York and I found this great 6-pack of old man beer. I'd like to donate to your cooler. Bring it on by. If you want to take from the cooler, take from the cooler. You want to donate to the cooler, donate to the cooler.
Disney TV film, Vic Tayback. All right. We need the Vic Tayback machine.
Oh, the Tayback.
It's like the Wayback Machine.
The Tayback
but
machine.
But it's the Tayback machine.
Sherman, set the Tayback machine.
Set the Tayback machine.
I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go to the font of all knowledge. Wikipedia? No, IMDb. I'm talking about movies. And we'll just like dial up Tayback, baby. Can't be too many Taybacks out there. Victor Tayback.
Must be the best people there.
There we go. Here's the information you need.
Victor Tayback.
Vic Tayback was born on 6 January 1930 in New York City, New York, USA.
Of course he was. Of course he was.
Where the hell do you think I was born? I was born in the Bronx. I had to fight my way out of kindergarten. Actor and director who's known for Alice, and also Alice Doesn't Live For Anymore. There we go. Mm-hmm. He died in 1990 in Glendale. He was only 60. Wow.
Was he a smoker?
Well, he had that voice. I don't know.
Get binoculars and look back at them. We do have binoculars.
We have multiple pairs of binoculars.
I would do that. I'm fine with that.
I think we literally have 3 pair of binoculars for some reason. I found a pair at the train station.
Because you're Gladys Kravitz?
Well, I found a pair at the train station because I said, is that what I think it is? And it was. And I'm like, who leaves a good pair of binoculars just sitting around? It was stupid. He's in Bullet, but we don't watch that too often. No. We never watch that, I think. Let's see. He has done MacGyver. All Dogs Go to Heaven. He was a voice. Let's see. Beverly Hills Body Snatcher. The Things That You Do, you know. He was in Tales from the Dark Side. Oh, super, super. Wow.
Giggles. We got Paul.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Come on, I got stuff going on here. I need to Google anything. I have a better app over here. He was in A Murder, She Wrote. Boy, he must have died. Let's see. Finder of Lost Loves. What the hell was that?
I've heard of that. Yeah. I've heard of that, yeah.
Oh, man. Who was... Man, I don't think I want to know
what
the hell that is.
You gotta come. You gotta come.
He was in the Jesse Owens story.
Oh, Eric, good. Okay, good. I'm glad you're watching videos for your mental health. Yes, okay. I just wanted to get that out there. Okay.
Got to do that. Right. He was in something called the Jesse Owens story in the 80s, which appears to feature Dorian Harewood.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Haven't heard from him in a long time. He was good. That's the thing.
Okay.
He was in Hotel, Fantasy Island, of course. Hey, Rourke, I think my fantasy's going wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you read your contract and the stipulations? No. Well, perhaps you should.
No refunds.
You know what it is. Your $10,000 will not be refunded to you. Anyway, he was in Matt Houston. Oh, wait a minute.
We need to do
Wait a minute.
I'm going to write down Fantasy Island, too. Hold on.
Yep.
Future happy hours.
Fantasy
Island. Got it. So far, we've got Facts of Life and Fantasy Island.
A couple episodes of Chips. He did a ton of TV, and this is the thing. Where's the movies?
Chips? Are you looking in the right? Hold on.
He was in something called Portrait of a Stripper. Oh boy, we're really getting.
Although I am intrigued, that's not what I was thinking of.
Okay, listen, I didn't expect this. I name checked something earlier that was a terrible TV series. He was in an episode of Super Train. I didn't actually plan that.
The Lost and Found of Heartbreaks.
He's in The Chief Detective. Is that what you're thinking? We saw
No.
that within the past year.
No.
Okay, he's definitely in 5-0. Let's see. Little Ladies of the Night. Oh, he's done
No
like
idea. Okay.
multiple pictures about like extremely low-key stuff. Low-brow stuff. Shaggy DA.
Everywhere she goes, someone dies. I know. Don't invite her. Don't invite Jessica Fletcher.
I name-checked Super Train and The Big Bus. He's in The Big Bus.
I'm not
Taybacks
saying-
everywhere.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that, like, do you want me to look? Because
Well, you're thinking of something that was in the
there's something
60s?
we watch that I don't know what it was from.
I'm
It might
scrolling.
be from the 70s
It must be in there.
or the 80s.
Con. What the hell is this? Chinese-American private detective Khan investigates crimes from his home base in San Francisco's Chinatown. Khan is played by... Oh, Evan Kim. I thought it was Kai-Di. Looks like he's in that series, though. Well, that didn't run too long, which is too bad. Sounds pretty cool.
It does.
Let's see. Here we go. Back to the movies.
I feel like I'm way faster at online searching. I'm just saying.
Well, it's not giving me everything, so I'm just going to scroll, and we'll get there eventually. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. 60s
Oh,
stuff.
Colonel K.
Boom. I'm telling you. Big bus. Oh! Hey, that's really weird, wild stuff there, don't you think so? Yes, sir.
All right.
It was BUS, bus keg. Please get your mind out of the men's magazines. Although we actually both write for a men's...
Did he say he was going to make another drink?
We both write for a men's magazine. In fact, we just turned in our articles, and you will be able to see it. And I was just thinking about the fact, I was thinking about drinks in tiki bars, and now I literally say in my article that this magazine recommends that you patronize your local tiki bar. And the fact is, that magazine does recommend that you do that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm drinking coffee because...
So, Keg, why is that your ex-wife? Boy. He is in a Columbo episode, which we do watch from time to time.
Which one?
Let's see. He's in
probably Columbo.
Courtship of Eddie's father. Let's see. He's in one of those, too. He's in everything. Everything we've been talking about. Vic Taybacks everywhere.
Bang.
I think it's going to be impossible. Wait a minute. You have to do this.
I bet it's Columbo. We watch Columbo
specifically.
all the time.
Hold on. Eddie's father ran until 1972, by the way. I was trying to clarify that. Columbo was
Hi, Kelly. Good to see you.
There's a way to go to the actual episode, because
Wait,
otherwise
what?
it's annoying.
John was at an antique store, and there was an $18,000 bronze bust.
Is this some
Did
kind
you
of,
buy it?
Is this some kind of a bust?
Very impressive.
18K, that's pretty
Wow,
impressive.
That's a lot of bronze.
Yowza. Bronze is
A
not
lot of bronze.
worth that much. This must be some kind of thing.
A lot of bronze.
We were just in a museum of some note, and we saw a lot of old stuff made of bronze. Also, a lot of old stuff made of marble. Also, a couple of human beings wrapped in linen.
Yes.
Because that's what this museum has, and I got to say,
Coffee is therapy.
all of that old marble really makes you think. But we saw a ton of
It's going in the auction.
yeah.
It's for the kids.
There you go.
It's for the kids.
Okay, now we got to give Rosandy in his tuxedo and cane. I'm thinking of the She-Bop video there to be like, what am I bid? We're starting at 18,500. Anybody? First, Jeff, Joe, Jeff. Anybody? Nobody. Okay,
Everyone's making me call.
we're starting at $9,000. 8,000, 2,000.
Suitable for framing.
$18.
Oh, suitable for framing was the Columbo episode. Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Errol, because I'm gonna get my drink in 3 days at this rate.
I'm just trying to find the episode, but I can't find
Suitable for framing.
which season, please? I could probably find that quickly if I knew.
Good night, Peter. Happy birthday.
Good night, Peter. I know Peter has to take it up and go and hit it for the man because he works for the man. But you know what? He doesn't believe in the man. He just goes and works. That's all.
I'm glad you dropped by on your birthday. I'm very flattered.
I am very flattered that you did that, Peter. It's the kind of thing. And I think I got something for you. I got to dig, but I think I got something for
okay.
you. Yeah.
You got to come by here and get your present.
Give me a hot minute.
Get your present.
Suitable for framing. First season, episode 4. A wealthy art collector is murdered. What else?
Okay.
And all signs point to a robbery gone wrong. Okay. The nephew's alibi is a little too convenient.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
This is it. This is what I'm talking about.
Look at this cast. Ross Martin, Don Amici, Kim Hunter, Rosanna Huffman, Joe Charlie, Bonnie Phillips.
This is it.
Man, Mary Wicks, Vic Tayback.
Mary Wicks.
As if this wasn't good enough, how about Sandra Gould? Oh, man.
I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
All the heavy hitters.
Everybody that you could possibly want in an episode.
Oh,
so I think that's it. We watch these things.
Okay, so.
Oh, well.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, there's something we watch all the time that has Vic Tayback way before Alice. That was it. Because whenever I'm like, oh, I got to park the TV on something, it's usually something like Columbo.
Great place to park it.
Yes.
Bear in mind, she's streaming this stuff. We actually have the entire series over there on a DVD set.
I do, but then I have to get up and go get the DVD.
Switch
all the stuff.
We own this. Why are we paying for it again? Jeebus.
We're not paying for it.
I'm not paying for that streaming?
It's on like Tubi or...
Oh, okay. Well, if we're not paying for it, then...
something that we're not paying for.
It's
on something we're not paying for.
By the way, I was at this thrift today and I saw 2 different Blu-ray players. I was kind of tempted. But they were more than about $10. I was not that tempted.
Just what we need. A used Blu-ray player.
If it works, it works. And it would actually play...
But why would you assume it works?
I do not. That's why I test things out. They also had a Super 8 projector and I said, do you work? And I checked it. I'm like, it does. I didn't buy it. I have Super 8 projectors. I have better machines and I bought one of them at that same store. I need, how much do I need in terms of the tequila to make this work out?
If you're going to make 2, you need 2 ounces.
Oscar used to watch the auctions just to hear the chanting. Oh, wow.
Yes. Okay, so he's talking about the silent auction at Ohana Luau at the lake. But yes, I know what you mean, Oscar. I completely agree.
There is a ramble to the auction, which is classic. It seems to me like
Tubi is the best.
Like a very southern sort of thing, but the fact is auctions happen everywhere in the United States, and they're all the same, whether you're in Seattle or in Miami. It's all the same. The guy gets up there and it's like, hey, blah, 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 blah. It's like tap dance. It's crazy stuff. And it's a rattle, 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 rattle to keep people going. It's designed, I think, to get people excited and like make them say, I got to bid on stuff. You do have to bid on stuff. That's what it's all about. 2 ounces?
Yes.
Per? Okay.
No, 2 ounces for 2.
1 ounce?
1 ounce per.
1 ounce per. Okay, thank you. Would end up being a pretty strong drink otherwise. There, don't you say?
Because we need another. Because then we would have to buy Blu-rays.
We own a Blu-ray.
We own 1 Blu-ray. Do we need a player to play that 1 Blu-ray?
There are certain things. I was just looking up. I was looking up a better quality copy than we own currently of Vanishing Point, and there's a version on Blu-ray, and I was like, I'd have to buy a Blu-ray player, but it would be worth it.
I am all for buying a better version of Vanishing Point.
2 ounces? For 2?
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel like you just slightly threw down. So I'm going to say, you.
Me? What?
So.
They were cheap, by the way. They were not a lot of money.
If we need a Blu-ray player, doesn't Glendora need an adult tricycle?
The very existence of that term sounds very salacious, but it is not.
I feel like Glendora needs an adult tricycle for Ohana.
Well, it's not $10. How much?
1 ounce for 2.
Okay, thank you. It is important to know when I say 1 ounce, or when she says 1 ounce, we're making 2, count them, drinks.
Maybe I should start a GoFundMe for Glendora's adult tricycle.
If you made the money, we're done here.
Oh.
If it's paid for, I have no objections whatsoever. I just have to.
Pluto, and
I just
Fandango.
have to
Okay.
store the
All right.
damn thing. What's that?
Tubi, Pluto. I don't think I watch. We don't put on Fandango, but I love Tubi
No.
and Pluto.
Yep, we watch those regularly. Daniel's noting Blu-ray
Oh,
players.
okay. All right. Okay.
They will play DVDs. They will play.
I still think Glendora needs an adult.
They're going to play anything that size. They'll play CDs too, and that's what I'm thinking. Is that I no longer have a good CD player because I always use the old DVD players, and they're really crapping out on me. And the really old CD player we have will not play Burns. And
Oscar's
that's
talking
really
about
a problem.
Oscar's talking about the auction callers. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Well, that's the
I
thing.
can totally see that.
I think what's really funny is to look into.
Tiki is not wheels friendly.
Although when
Could Glendora rent one? Good idea. Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh,
Hi, Ben. Good to see you.
there are bicycles for rent in Lake George. We see it's right across the street. Hey, Ben. Hello. I know that.
Glendora needs she needs a pink adult tricycle
So,
with a basket.
I know
front.
that Doug and Arnie were with us earlier, but they had to go shopping
They had
because
to
they're
go-
out of
they
stuff.
needed stuff. I get it.
I would like totally FedEx some stuff, but it would get there like in 2 days. So like forget it. They just got to go to the Amish market and make that happen.
Scooter.
Well, we did get the electric scooter for Linda that one year. And I got to say, it was almost successful, but I love the thing. I was like rocking all over the place with that. I'm like, can we get this next year? No. Oh. I was like racing Sully in the golf cart. It was really cool. All right, what else do we put in this sucker? So far,
Okay,
it is
so you
basically Vicks Formula 44 color.
You need an ounce of lime.
I mean, it looks
juice.
really awful. Ounce of lime.
Oh, and you need edible glitter because
Oh,
they make it
yes.
pretty.
Dream of Genie.
Pink golf cart with underlights.
Mm.
I like that even better, John. I like that idea even
Is John-
better.
John. I'll say that again. John.
I like that idea even better.
I'm going to say that.
Did you do a full ounce?
Yes, I'm going to say that all of the odd couple. John. You can make things happen in a technical sense. If such a thing were possible, let us know, because that changes things. I talk about things like I have to finance all of this, and it's not going to happen because I don't have
Well,
it.
no one else is going to finance it. But I mean,
But if somebody actually has access to it, it's like, I can get you a golf cart.
okay,
Oh, really?
so far you've done exactly
really?
the same thing. What are you changing?
Don't kill that
I'm
yet.
not. I'm copying it.
So let me see. The orange liqueur, the lime juice, the tequila, the disco dust. Did you put the disco dust in there?
No, because I put it over here. I'm going to change it.
Do we put it in the margarita?
We put it in the margarita.
Okay.
Okay. But
This is not open. Use the open one, fool.
But my point is, what are you changing?
Oh, I'm changing the soda pop.
Sody pop.
Yep.
Okay.
Did you just give it a good shake of the disco dust?
Yes,
Yep.
I did. Okay, so
Notice how I don't call the product by its actual name on the package. I just call it what it is.
does this have a
Disco
name?
dust. Well, what was the original one called?
Dr. Pepper Margarita.
Okay. Well, then this one will be called...
Enabling, of course. And I love that. I love that for me. I love that you're enabling. Glitter does make everything better. I 100% agree. I got my glittery nails. Boom.
This is going to be the Dr. Brown Margarita. And this, note the yellow cap, this has sugar.
Okay.
Kosher for Passover. Shall we, people?
Air Cannon glitter launches. I love this idea so much.
You know,
I love this for Glendora. She's not here to love it on her own behalf, but
you
I
know,
love this on her
John,
behalf.
you're a member of the organization. I was actually Doug's sponsor. I think Doug might be watching. And I remember after he was
Ben.
after he was initiated and all that. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes, we got the
Hello.
Beach
Hello.
Boys right here, front and center.
That's Surfer Girl. That's an
Yes.
original, probably about 1964 pressing of Surfer Girl.
Yes.
I don't think it's a first pressing, but I think it's pretty close. It's a really early label. It has been. I like to describe Beat Up Records, because this is a beat up record, as in how many trucks have run over them. And this one is about 3. It really is
Do we have any Moxie?
bad. This has been played with a nail.
Do we
What's
have
that?
any Moxie?
Possibly.
Moxie Margarita.
Amela. I can
It's
oblige.
Such a good idea.
I can oblige. But first of all, we're going to do a Dr. Brown margarita because I've got it.
What? We can't have all these margaritas.
We are not going to have all these margaritas. We're going to have 2 more margaritas. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your cocktail. Shake your cocktail.
Bewitched
Boom, boom,
wants
boom.
to know,
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your cocktail. Shake your cocktail.
I love Endless Summer. That is one of my absolute favorites.
Oh, man.
That's like one of my.
man.
If you could only take 5 movies to a desert island, like one of mine would be.
I would
Endless
take it and
Summer.
watch that endlessly.
Although I would be on an island, so why would I need to watch that? But you know what I mean.
I feel like I could watch the Monterey Pop movie pretty endlessly. I could not watch the Woodstock movie endlessly. Endless Summer is one of those things. I remember seeing the intro to that in a video store once, and I was just like, this movie's impossibly nostalgic. It's like, it's so aching. But then we saw it.
Yeah.
And it is not one of those things that's like, wasn't it so great back in the day? It is a goofy guy and a couple of goofy guys going around the world shooting a documentary, silent documentary, by the way. He narrates the whole thing, and they had music, but there was no location sound about trying to chase the sun around the world. This is a nutty idea, and they did this at a period of time when that was actually pretty cheap to do, and that period of time is lost forever. What is not lost are those waves. They're looking for the perfect wave, and they find it.
I always burst into tears when they find the perfect wave. I don't know why, because it's not like that in the movie. They're just so happy to find the perfect wave, and they surf it forever, and I'm just like, they found the perfect wave.
The fact is, like, Bruce Brown is so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. It is not really nostalgic at all, because at the end of the picture, he's just like, if you have enough money and enough time, you can just, like, follow the surf forever. It's followed around the world. And I think what's only missing is that optimism, the fact that that surf will be there. But ultimately, that surf still is there. The perfect wave, which is a very slow curl that goes on forever.
St. Francis.
South Africa. Okay, I don't think we have anybody watching from South Africa.
But when they find they find that perfect wave, I'm just like, I found the perfect wave.
They apparently had to cross like a mile of hot sand to get there. Good grief.
I know.
But they finally get out there. This was very ill populated at the time. It might be a little more built up now.
Hey, the Nova's The Crusher. I can listen to that record over. Okay. All right. Okay, so here we go. All right. Thank you, Colonel Keg. You just opened it up. So, okay, I'm going to say top 5 movies. You're going to be trapped on a desert island forever. Which 5 movies do you take with you? You're going to have access to 5 movies. I'm not going to say DVD. On your method of choice, Blu-ray, DVD, streaming.
Take a pick.
VHS tape.
Beta? Oh no,
16
beta.
millimeter.
Yeah, 60 millimeter would be a pretty good format for the purpose.
Right, what would you take?
All right, here we go.
Aww.
Give that a stir. Dr. Brown's. We're going with the Dr. Brown's. This is the actual product with sugar. The normal product features HFCS. Not so crazy about that, but it's a great product. It's a classic since 1869. You go to Katz's, you get yourself some pastrami, you get a Dr. Brown's. Or a Cell-Rite.
I love that, Ben.
Giving you a, boom, twist. Right. Second twist. Oh, son of a bitch. I just spilled on the computer because I'm clumso. And I have none of this.
You have a towel over there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just saying.
I'm trying to sop this up
wait,
with
what
something.
Did you? Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Shoot. I'm sorry, shoot. What did you do?
No, you're right the first time. S-H-I-T. What the hell's wrong with this?
We got rid of our broadcast for a second.
Yeah, I'm cleaning this off and I'm hitting the mouse pad. This is giving me grief. What the hell?
Cursing alert.
Help!
Where's the
LCTV,
word?
help!
Okay.
The
Strange
original
brew, strange brew, strange brew, and strange brew. I love it. Okay, wait.
Strange brew. Yep. The Red Violin, Stop Making Sense, Sorcerer. The Sorcerer! Oh,
All
whoa!
right, I'm bringing this up.
Oh, yeah, that's the remake of. What is that a remake of? The original is classic. It's just a crazy, crazy
Okay,
picture.
this is good too.
Wages of Fear. It's a remake of Wages of Fear, which is just as sweat-inducing a picture as you can imagine. The Duel and War Games. Sorcerer had a soundtrack by anybody?
War games. Oh my god, I haven't seen that in so long.
This is still a really great margarita.
This is good with the what is it, Dr. Brown's?
Dr. Brown's
Black cherry.
Black cherry.
Okay, all right.
Black cherry is a classic. Nobody else makes a really great black cherry. And Imho, some others do. But black cherry is one of those things you get in very old-timey soda shops. Places that will mix your cherry phosphate can do this. It's basically the same thing. So that's
sticky.
it's sticky AF. I need to probably crack this computer open and make sure it's not sticky inside, which is what happened to the last machine, and it got completely gutted and out and redone. Yeah, this is human.
I had to believe that. Yes, Wages of Fear. Yep. Okay.
Bingo. Wages of Fear is great.
Oh, okay. Thank you, everyone.
Eric wins the prize. Tangerine Dream on Sorcerer.
Tremors. You say.
I had a friend who was looking for the soundtrack to Sorcerer on CD forever. It was not available forever, but it probably is by now.
Hi, Susie. Good to see you. I'm going to share your comment. Shining, 100%. Clockwork Orange, yes. Spinal Tap, yes. White Christmas, yeah. Dumb and Dumber. Oh my God.
That's like really fascinating, like lineup of pictures. That's all over the place. We got a series.
Mine would be all over the place too.
Serious Kubrick thing happening. I can absolutely get behind those first two. Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap is one of the classics ever.
Yep.
White Christmas we watch every year, and I have never seen Dumb and Dumber. Maybe that's an oversight. I'm just saying.
Dumb and Dumber.
As far as Kubrick goes, I would absolutely add in 2001, but I got to see it on a huge, huge screen.
Oh yeah.
Give me Cinerama or give me Death.
Well, maybe Susie's gonna have a big screen.
And but then there's also, of course, Strangelove. Strangelove. And I don't mean. Ding 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 ding.
Get another one. Yeah. Okay. The Uninvited.
Uninvited. Oh wow. Oh, creepy.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Mm-hmm. Movie.
Tower of Terror. The Grinch. Oh my God, I love it.
Is that both of you guys? Just asking.
Okay. Daniel sharing. In Pink. Aliens Singing in the Rain. Nightmare Before Christmas and Legend. I just love these so much. We have a friend who asks people at parties, like as an icebreaker, what's your favorite movie? And it's such a good one. It's such a good one. So I think, okay, mine would be The Thin Man.
Always.
As you know, if you've known me for more than 3 minutes, The Thin Man. Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House, All About Eve, Endless Summer.
Number 5?
I need 6.
You need 6.
I need 6.
Oh, you're pushing past 5, huh?
I need 6.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you're the host of the show, so you can demand more.
Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House, All About Eve, Endless Summer, Airplane, Legally Blonde. I'm Legally Blonde and Airplane will be tied for 6.
You watch Legally Blonde all the time.
I do.
The fact is, it's a great journey. So I will absolutely agree with that. The fact is, I feel like if we're on the same desert island together, then I can have another 6 motion pictures.
Phil was on earlier, but took over when I finished.
Peter!
I love it, Peter.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
By the way, what did I find?
Okay. Citizen Kane.
In the archives?
Found a bottle of Moxie.
The Moxie with the sugar.
Jeez. Okay.
I'm going to do
All About Eve.
Going to do it. Yep.
I used to know someone. I used to be friends with someone who. Well, I'm still friends with him, but I never see him anymore. But anyway, who could quote like the most obscure lines from All About Eve. It was glorious.
I think to myself, every time I want to do something completely condescending, all I need to do is call up Addison DeWitt, and there we go. Yes. Boy, does he just like give you acid, like, of course you are stupid. That's why you were born, you know? Okay.
Oh my gosh, Ben, I love Moonstruck. I used to live in the neighborhood where Moonstruck was
Oh
set. I
yes,
know, like
that was a great picture.
back in that era.
It's a great journey,
Very
that
popular.
picture.
Waiting for Guffman. I love Waiting for Guffman.
That was awesome.
So
This totally still has
good.
kick. It's got the sugar. You cannot get this
Right?
ordinarily. I'm giving it a pour. We're going for the Moxie Garita.
I like that, kid.
I know we're stupid enough to actually pour soda onto a perfectly nice cocktail and see what happens because you don't have to.
Pour soda onto a perfectly nice computer.
Although having actually, yeah, well, I've done that too.
Cocktail.
Tonight. But having actually been to the LCDV studios, I got to say, we also did fun stuff there that sounded totally stupid, and it made it work. We made it work. We in reverse Manhattan. Stupidest idea ever. It wasn't
It did.
terrible. It was not
I know
terrible.
it wasn't.
It was not
I
terrible.
expected it to be terrible, and it was good.
So all I can say is try things, people. Sometimes you might find you like it.
I know.
When we were kids, milk and Pepsi sounded awful, but ultimately it's an egg cream.
Hold on.
Let's be real.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, Rear Window. Oh my god, amazing. Highwayman, Donovan's Reef, Bachelor in Paradise.
Donovan's Reef.
Good ones.
Donovan's Reef. That's a
Philadelphia Story.
John Ford picture with John Wayne, I believe, as a matter of fact. And I'm forgetting the female lead in that, but it's probably Maureen O'Hara. Donovan's Reef.
Oh yeah.
I saw it in a film class, and we all thought it was terrible, but that was a long time ago. So
Philadelphia Stories.
which makes me think of
The shiz.
makes me think of Front Page, which I think is I love that better because it's a very wise guy.
Ringing
Oh baby! Oh
I
man!
just watched that again
Oh,
recently.
that is so damn good. You very rarely get to see good old Kate there just play screwball and play dumb, play like just ditzy, and she does it so well. I mean, it's not her character.
My family can
Which
quote
makes it
most
work.
of Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
Oh,
my
seriously?
gosh.
It's a non-neutral
I
cereal
love it.
varnish. It coats the chip. It doesn't like absorb the milk.
Semi-osmotic.
It's a beautiful product. Hey,
Oh, Oscar.
Grease ball over
yeah.
there.
Goals. Oscar, right?
Charade and
got
Breakfast
time.
at Tiffany's.
Jennifer, hi. Good to see you.
Okay, Oscar is quoting two really classic
Raising Arizona.
pictures here. Oh, I'm in,
Two
John.
thumbs up
I'm
for
in, John.
me for Raising Arizona.
Oscar is quoting two really classic pictures, different directors, but who was the common factor was scores by Henry Mancini. I'm not going to make you guess that. Of course it is.
Home Alone 2. I've only seen Home Alone 1. We've never seen Home Alone 2, have we?
No. Hello.
Oh my God. I know.
Oversight, maybe. I don't know. Could be good. Sometimes the second one is the good one, like Godfather.
We're on the side of a hill.
Ah, that's right. When there was no food to eat, when there was no meat to eat, we ate crawdads. When there was no crawdads to eat, we ate dirt. When there was no dirt to eat, we ate sand. You ate sand? We ate sand. You ate sand.
I ate sand.
I just these tiny little bits. This is why the Coen brothers are worth watching. I even like the Hudsucker products, which most people hate, but I think they did it well.
I liked it.
I liked it, yeah. And most people point to the female lead. I'm like, no, she nailed it. And that's the thing. It's very important to take a look at public opinion and say, no, she nailed it. Because public opinion delivers you a whole bunch of bullshit that you don't need to listen to.
I'm going to say Black Cherry Soda or Moxie.
Take your pick. Which product you have available to you? You will probably have this available to you in more supermarkets across the United States.
Right.
Whereas Moxie is a little limited, but I like Moxie. You tried the Moxie?
I have not.
Please to try.
Wow, that is dark.
It is extraordinarily murky. This thing is like Black Lagoon.
Swimming to Cambodia.
Murky.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man. I remember seeing that at the time, and it was like long and intense. And that was Spalding Gray.
Yeah.
IARC.
That's good.
Eventually left us because he was kind of depressed, which is too bad. But he was, I believe, he was born and cut his teeth in Providence, Rhode Island.
All right.
Okay, great. I'm glad to see some comments. Wasn't Spalding Gray from Providence? Am I wrong? I think he was a Rhode Island guy. So, I'll credit him that. I know he was a troubled guy. It's too bad.
Heavy betting. You get Moxie in Oklahoma, really?
And he says hi.
Oh my God.
You probably do not get it with sugar, but you never know. You have to look very carefully. It is made. There's like one soda company that's doing these with the sugar. This is being actually bottled by.
Yes, LCTV. I think you do too.
Let's
You need
see.
a proper cocktail.
Bob Orca Beverage in
Orca
Muckledale, Washington, is actually doing all of the sugary sodas. They'll do that.
Okay.
Whereas Dr. Brown's around Passover says we've got to bottle some of this stuff with sugar because of Passover. And they do that. The yellow caps tell the tale. This is kosher Dr. Brown's.
Thunder.
Dr. Thunder. Oh, man.
I remember Is Dr. Thunder still a thing?
It should be. It
remember
really should be cake. I tell you. But Thunder is not available with sugar. I will guarantee
Wait,
it.
is Mr. Pibb still a thing?
Anybody? Anybody?
Oh, hold on. I think someone's going to let me know.
I'm going to let you know if
Hold
Pibb is
on.
still kicking
Yeah.
around. I remember the fake Dr. Pepper that we used to get from like Walmart, which was always Dr. Thunder. Oh, well, hello.
Oh
What
my
am I
gosh.
saying?
Okay.
Of course it was.
Hold on. Let's all decide this together live online.
Oh, Amy's asking, does Moxie work? Yeah, Moxie works fine. In fact, I'm going to add more.
Any chance we could do an overnight gig tomorrow night into Friday? Just one of us? Hold on. Just one?
That's that question. 12
Hold
to
on.
3. Danbury.
That is way too little money for both of us.
It is way too much.
But I could do it by myself.
If they want to throw in for a little hotel action, that's not a terrible idea. Danbury, huh?
I know, but you're volunteering Friday mornings, so.
I cannot do that, so I will not.
But
be
I
there.
could do it.
You
I
could do
could
it.
stay up all night tomorrow because
I will be helping out the homeless youth who are actually like stuck in like the Bronx and like just looking at a bunch of brick walls.
Mr. Pibb is still available. Okay.
Thank you, Jennifer. You would know. You did.
Fresh market. Oh, okay.
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 I give it a heavy hit on the Moxie. It's a good idea.
Okay.
Moxie has the same bittering agent that is in Angostura.
Oh my gosh,
The major
Ben.
one. So yes. Young
Amazing,
Frankenstein. I'm in.
amazing choices.
Mildred Pierce. I'm in. Bullets Over Broadway. Oh, that's a good one. Arthur. Oh, you love Arthur. Arthur's great. Driving
Wow.
Miss Daisy. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a good choice.
Right.
What the hell would I do?
I might be staying up all night tomorrow night.
I would do like these really like dire and depressing films.
Blazing Saddles.
Oh man, he rode a blazing saddle.
Right. I want a beer. Do you want a beer?
I'm still working on this. Side.
Okay, I'm gonna get a beer.
But beers are available for us at any time.
No more cocktails because.
No more cocktails for you. Well, she said it. You know, I'm not going to tell her not to drink, but she knows when it's time to be done. By the way, the record behind me, I finally actually got me a copy of Falling Stones' Greatest Hits. This is Gold Border. Anybody? This is the quadraphonic edition. Yeah, Captain Q gives it to you. This sounds awesome. It's fantastic. Great mix. They basically never sounded better, but I would actually say slap on a copy of Life or
Oh, yes.
Life or Stand anytime. Great albums.
I'll alert the media. Yes, Jennifer.
Please, let's do that.
There's another not safe for the family quote from Arthur that it involves washing a body part that I'm not going to say here, but
Would you like me to wash your...
Sir John Gielgud had all the best lines in Arthur. I'll just say that.
Without any question whatsoever. That's just amazing. Let's see. Oh! A future Tayback makes me think of all of those Star Trek time travel episodes. We're going back in time for Vic Tayback. We're going forward in time for...
Daniel, I added a 6, so you can have 6. I think we could probably go up to 10.
I think that at a previous broadcast, Daniel revealed that she had seen something like
God, this must be
40
crazy.
movies
That's
in
a good
20
one.
days. So I think, like,
Yeah.
you need more than 6, girl. You need, like, 600. And I would grant you whatever you need to make that happen, because you don't need like 5 movies. This whole Desert Island Discs thing is so stupid. If you only had 10 records, if I only had the choice of 10 records, I'd bring 100. Because, come on, don't be stupid.
I'm going to expand it to 10. Because I did 6. Okay, so I had Thin Man, Mr. Blandings, All About Eve, Endless Summer, Legally Blonde, Airplane. Okay, I get 4 more.
Hello.
Wait, we haven't heard from Paul yet, though.
No.
But I have 4 more. So, Bad Moms.
Thinking about it.
Although I'll probably do Bad Moms Christmas. Bad Moms Christmas.
They're both good, but the Christmas nails it shut.
That's good. I have 3 more.
It's all about mothers interfering with their daughters' lives horribly.
3 more. This is not an easy thing to do.
It really isn't.
I'm going to reserve mine, but tell me what you would do.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah, I believe you're correct, Amy. I believe he did win an Oscar, yes, and he should.
Yes.
He should.
Good stuff. I like to actually talk about... Of your stature.
Yes. Queen of Scotsy. Oh, hold on.
That's a good one.
Hold
what
on.
we got? I got this too. I could look at it.
Tootsie! Yes. Thank you, Christy. Tootsie. Okay, so where's my brain? My brain is on soda margaritas. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm down to 8 because I've got Thin Man, Mr. Blandings, All About Eve, Endless Summer, Legally Blonde, Airplane.
What did you say?
What did I say after that?
What did you say?
Tootsie. Yeah. I'm adding Tootsie. I forget what I added, so I'm adding Tootsie.
I kind of live, the back of my brain lives on movie quotes, and I think, what do you say? All I can think is, what did you do? Which is from the...
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh,
Creature from the Black Lagoon. I've got 2 more.
I'm thinking, what is the... Black Swan. Black Swan. We saw that was an awards contender a few years back.
That was the one.
That is super creepy.
The one with Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
As the ballet. You know, that is effing creepy.
That is, but it's so true. It's all absolutely. And when you talk arts, that's so true. And I'm thinking
that's one of yours?
At the end, it is not. But I'm thinking at the end, I'm just going to talk about movies. When he sees her and he sees what and he's like, "What did you do?" He's like, "What the hell did you think What the hell did you think she did, prick? She did it for you." And I will not actually mince words. This guy was a real D-bag.
Yes, gory movies are fun to watch as long as the gory part looks amateur. Yes.
Yeah. If it looks
I don't want to be on a deserted island by myself and be watching really realistic, gory movies that look like they took place by me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to be like, I can't sleep, and also I'm scared.
So, like, no Tremors or Island of Dr. Moreau for you?
No.
What was I thinking of?
No.
What's the one with, like, they're turned inside out? There's some creepy picture where they, like, invert people. I'll have to think about that.
Oh, wait, is that... Oh. From, like, the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
I hated that movie.
Their men turned inside out. Did you see this picture?
It was so disgusting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
oh my God, that movie freaked me out. Okay, hold on.
I'm going to look it up, too. I have to
hold
think here. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. Maybe it'll get me.
Where they were, like, embalming people who were alive. They were embalming people who were alive.
Mm-hmm. Nope, not getting it. What the hell was that? Maybe somebody's actually, like, doing it for me. UHF, Trick or Treat, Holiday, Labyrinth. Oh, Daniel is, like, totally nailing it. I would watch all of those. Yeah, UHF, absolutely. How could we forget that? Princess Bride, Amy. Hello.
Mortuary, right?
No. Incredible Shrinking Woman. Bingo.
No.
Jennifer's with 9 to 5.
9 to 5. Oh my God. Such a good one.
Oscar is actually quoting the Toxic Avengers. So I got Toxie! I'm going to raise my mop to
Yes.
that. That's awesome. Toxic was, of
Yeah,
course,
this
made by
was.
Trauma. Oh, the classic Trauma. My roommate at one point worked for
Oh,
Trauma.
I'm trying to remember the name. I can't remember the name of this film, but they were.
Ben is noting you mentioned Legally Blonde.
I
Yes.
love Legally Blonde.
Yes.
Elle Woods is my spirit animal.
Eric actually notes Close Encounters. I saw that not
Okay.
only in the first
Right.
release, but in the revamp, the Redux that happened 4 years later. Very few people saw that, cut of
Does
that.
anyone? Okay, I think Paul is remembering the same film I remember. I don't think we saw it together because I don't think
No.
I knew you yet. But
I remember
this
this.
film is
I remember the soundtrack.
so gross. Okay, so they were trying to make statues or whatever, and they're trying to embalm people who were alive. Okay, wait. Okay, just me. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
in. All right, I'm going to be up all night tomorrow.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna feed in the
Oh boy.
tagline and see if this
I'm going to be
comes
up
up
all
with
night
something.
tomorrow night because I've got a gig. But you know what? Money. Money.
Go.
Oh, okay, we got more here. Rear Window, Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Love Rosemary's Baby so much. Edward Scissorhands, amazing. Oh, Forbidden Zone. Yeah, okay, I
Oh
love it. I
yes,
love it.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
have
am
to
a huge,
vote two
I'm
for
a
Forbidden
huge
Zone.
Rosemary's Baby stan. And Mia was just nominated for a Tony.
That's right. Screamers. Is that the
I
picture
don't,
you're thinking of?
no, I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway, I'm thinking of Screamers.
Clueless and Ferris
Clueless.
Bueller's Day Off. Yeah.
Anybody? Bueller?
Bueller.
Bueller?
Bueller.
Bueller? Anybody?
Bueller. Okay, I need someone to tell me. Like, my phone is blowing up, but
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So anyway, Screamers was. I remember seeing the soundtrack album was all about like their men turned into that. Worse, they're still alive. It was all about people whose organs were on the outside of their bodies. It's just this like
All
stupid
right.
horror, stupid '80s horror in an era of things like movies like Pieces
Oh,
and
Castaway. I
Friday the
haven't seen
13th
it.
and what was Happy Birthday to Me.
I haven't
Oh,
seen Castaway, but
we're sinking very
the
precipitously.
Orca is sinking
The Orca is
hard right
sinking really,
now.
really
Yeah.
hard. It's kind of a great.
Sinking like a freaking stone right now.
Having seen The Shark is Broken, I just love
Oh my God.
this scene, this
Have you seen
actual scene in the
Castaway?
thing.
I haven't seen Castaway.
No. Oh,
I
wait a
know I
minute.
should.
Wait a minute. Castaway from the 70s. I think I did see that.
No, from the 90s, right?
What? Which one is it?
Which one? Which
Yeah.
one?
We got to know. Oh, the Orca is totally going down now.
It's
I think it
sinking like
really was sinking,
yeah.
and Roy Scheider is actually fearing for his life in
Oh,
this scene.
Milagro Beanfield War. Okay, all right. Yeah, I
Mm,
remember
mhm.
that when I worked at an archive.
Yeah, that's a real art picture,
Oh wait,
but it was good.
Lawnmower Man.
Lawnmower Man.
Oh,
Okay.
funny. Always love Godzilla. Okay. Mortuary. Oh yeah, no, I don't think that's it. But it was like a very fashionable film. It was so like I
Well,
hated it because
it's
it was
not
creepy AF.
it's not Demons, is it?
No.
Okay. What year do you know? We're trying to
Came out
nail
then.
down this disgusting like
Hold
horror
on.
picture gore picture from the period.
So
Oh, that's it. Final approach. You son of a pew pew pew. Chewing on the. Come on, Roy.
sorry, I'm
Come on, Roy.
doing some business here.
Boy, that's an M1. He's firing with.
Take photos for proof that you were there. Okay.
Boom. Sorry, I got to the climactic part of Jaws over on the screen to my right. I'm actually being distracted. We're talking about the movies that you would watch forever and ever and ever. 1982. Jennifer remembers. Thank you, Jennifer. I would not have
Which
done
was?
that. What was 1982? For gore pictures.
I feel like this was like late 80s. And yeah, creepy as hell. Okay,
I mean, gore or psychologically?
hold on. Movie about embalming alive people.
Wait a minute, Reanimator?
No.
That's pretty gory too.
Afterlife?
There's always Basket Case.
No, it's
Oh
2009.
man!
Hold on.
Texas Chainsaw, Texas Chainsaw
No,
2,
no,
Chainsaw,
nope,
Chainsaw
nope,
2,
nope,
Chainsaw, Chainsaw 2,
nope,
Chainsaw 3.
nope. Okay.
I say these things as if it's part of my vocabulary. Look, I'm a film major. Of course it's part of my vocabulary. When you start talking about Desert Island, I'm like, I need to bring 1,000 fucking pictures or I will die. I gotta see this stuff, man. This is stupid. I can't live on 10.
This is an article from RogerEbert.com. Dead people can be such whiners. I don't know what film this was, but like I remember it too, and it was creepy AF.
I got to think about things that I would bring. I might as well start rattling them off so we can end this episode at some point within the next 2 hours.
Especially because I'm going to be up all night tomorrow night because I'm doing a tarot gig.
I guess I got to pour myself another drink.
For people who just graduated from high school. I guess.
Voice things voiced. I got to open Moxie and might as well drink it. And that will not hurt anything at all. Anything AF. Have we played a commercial at all like during the proceedings, please?
All right, hold on.
I think that it's time. We're really rocking it, and we're at our normal stop time. But
hold on.
Face facts, people, we need to give you a commercial break. And now we're
not available in any store. It's the Glendora Wine Glass. This attractive vessel holds 6 ounces of your favorite wine or adult beverage and will be the envy of your friends. Write velveteenloungeny@gmail.com for information on how you can make this cherished collectible yours.
If you want your wine to taste better, you better buy my glass.
Do it today. After a trying day in the salt mines, unwind with the soothing sounds of ceviche. This Latin-inspired collection of surf instrumentals by the Clams is the perfect soundtrack for relaxing with a martini or Manhattan, and the special edition LP comes complete with the classic hit, Glendora's Theme. Don't wait. Visit the Velveteen Lounge store on Big Cartel for your copy while supplies last.
Supplies of ceviche will not last forever. Dano did not make an infinite supply. I think he may have made about 100.
I don't know how many he made.
So bear that in mind before you think I'm not going to buy that. Anyway, it's a fantastic album cover. It's a great album. You can obviously just get that on CD or a download, and you'll be perfectly fine. You can listen to it. It's great. If you want that big cover, you've got to buy the LP. Got to buy the LP.
Ooh.
Errol, you're absolutely correct.
Amityville Horror. Oh.
Oh, wow.
I did it. I've told this story before, so stop me if you think you've heard this one before. My 6th grade teacher read the Amityville Horror out loud to us.
Instead of teaching you?
Yes. We would come back from lunch and he would spend... Jennifer's still here, right? You remember this.
As far as I know.
I assume.
As far as I know.
He would spend, in the morning we would nominally do work. We would go to lunch. And then in the afternoon, he would just read the Amityville Horror aloud to us.
Seriously.
Oh my gosh, Jennifer, a bucket of blood. Yes.
There are so many pictures which I think are perfect little pictures as they are. And in that category, I would actually, if I want to start my list, I would probably, potentially, possibly start with Irreversible. Oh, I don't know that one, Oscar.
I don't know that one either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I love it.
I would possibly start with Little Shop of Horrors in 1960.
Yes, Jennifer. Yes, Merkley. Mr. Merkley. He
nailed it.
Okay, so I think Jennifer and I both turned out fine. I'm going to say better than fine.
I think you turned out fine.
I think Jennifer and I turned out better than fine.
Well,
right?
I could actually, I could support that. I'm just saying.
We turned out better than fine.
I know you both.
He would. I don't find that class rigorous. This was sixth grade, and I do not remember sixth grade as being particularly rigorous. But in the morning, we
Yeah.
would do some dinky work, go to lunch, and in the afternoon, he would just read the Amityville Horror aloud to us.
Because the man was a little academically lazy. And there you go.
And look at how we turned out.
Yeah, well, you've been obsessed with shipwreck since you were a very young person, so
That's not on him.
it is not
Not
on
on
him.
him.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, kind of fun. I remember a teacher reading to us from a book, and I don't remember what it was, but it was something like
Probably
the
not
Amityville.
the Amityville Horror.
It was something like the Amityville Horror. It was something along those lines. She was not reading to us from The Exorcist. I will actually guarantee that. But I remember seeing occasionally.
In hindsight, LCTV, in hindsight, it kind of rocked.
Kind of great.
At the time, it didn't bother me at the time. I just thought, like, also our school was on the beach. So
Yeah.
we could go out at any given time. I remember watching whales a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was just,
Well, that's cool.
yeah, we could see whales. And,
I didn't get that either.
and there was one time I saw an air sea rescue.
That sounds cool.
The Coast Guard was like, they had their helicopter out there and was rescuing someone from a boat. I was like, this does not suck. Like, that did not suck as a way to spend sixth grade. So, yeah. And then we went back and heard Amityville Horror. So when I think about it now, I'm like, I'm rarely nostalgic. I don't want to go back in time, but I'm like, I can go back to sixth grade and watching whales on the beach and hearing the Amityville Horror read aloud to me.
I think it is with you. It's incidents and it's just like moments in time. It's not like I want to go back to sixth grade. You
God,
want like
no.
10 minutes in sixth grade.
God,
And I
no.
agree. There are things that I would actually take a look at again. When I was really young, when the weather was really bad, what you did was you piled into the car and you went to Jamestown.
Sounds like the best teacher ever. Exactly, right?
Kind of fun.
He rocked.
You would actually, when it was really horrible, the seas were like pushed up. And you would go to Jamestown and you go to the southern part of the island. And that was actually called Beavertail because that was the shape of the island. And you would watch the waves pound on the huge granite boulders that make up that island. And it was majestic. It was so cool. That's what you would do. And I was like, no one actually told me you should do that. My folks just said, like, we're going in the car. We're going to take a look at the waves. Because
Turned inside out.
you wanted to actually take a look at nature doing its thing. Screamers. Thank you, Ben. I actually name checked Screamers because I saw it, but thank you for bringing it up again.
To be honest, I know,
Yep.
absolutely. He rocked.
Yeah.
In hindsight, he rocked.
Yeah, Screamers, I think, was an attempt to make another island with Dr. Moreau with a different mad
Oh.
scientist doing stupid
Oh,
bullshit.
God. Now that
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be out all night tomorrow night, I'm feeling incredibly sorry for myself.
We'll finish that beer.
Oh,
Bomb diggity.
you know it, but...
I'm going to do that. I like that. Excuse me, I just made a straight jacket. It's a little uncomfortable. Could you actually? Oh, thank you. That's
Like-
much better.
Why am I feeling sorry for myself? I'm not going to be making money.
I feel like I'm in a Devo video in a straight jacket, popping around like that. Boom, done.
I'll leave the gig at 3 a.m., go out to the car, take a little nappy,
Disco nap.
little disco nap. I'm going to bring a thermos of coffee, and then I'll drive the F home.
Disco dust.
So, yeah.
Disco nap.
I should put some disco dust in my disco coffee.
Well, that's fun.
And when I get home, it'll be time for breakfast.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
things.
I know.
Well, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Wait, hold on.
That was good. I need a thing. I'm like totally out.
Stupid. Yeah. Go grab yourself something.
I will do that.
Get yourself something nice. Go get yourself something nice. Amy Fuller sounds like my ex-wife. Oh, Colonel Keg, you're just making me intrigued about your ex-wife. I'm just saying. The burgers were green. Soy burgers. Oh, Jennifer, I don't remember that. Did they? Ahead of its time. Man. There are things I remember about Newport Elementary and things I don't. I remember seeing whales. I remember seeing the Coast Guard rescue someone while we were on recess. I remember Mr. Merkley. I hope he's still alive. Reading the Amityville Horror aloud to us. And then I remember he started something else when that was done, but it was toward the end of the school year, so he didn't make much progress. So I don't remember what that was. But yeah, I think he just really wanted to read the Amityville Horror, and he was multitasking. And good for him. Good for him. We turned out great. You and I turned out amazing. So, you know what? Screw the things we missed. Screw the things he didn't teach us. We turned out great. All right. Amityville Horror. Jaws is still on. I don't understand this. It said it was 2 hours and 3 minutes, but it's still on. Never find the thinking cap. Had we known, had we known, we could have had an Amityville Horror rating. We could do this, LCTV. We could do an Amityville Horror Halloween. We need to do a Halloween collaboration. I'm just brainstorming here. Halloween collaboration. I love this idea so much. Okay, all right. Hold on. One that doesn't get enough love is The Frighteners. I haven't seen that. Frighteners. Ghost serial killer killing the living and the dead. Great concept. Wait,
Hello.
so this ghost serial killer is just killing everyone?
The Frighteners. Oh, yeah. Right. I still haven't actually whipped out my top 10, 12,
All right, we're waiting for Paul.
45,
All right. Okay.
62.
All right. I still have two more. I have two more. But let's hear from Paul.
Because I intend to spend my desert island days on with this woman, because I'm not going to do it alone, because for Pete's sake, don't be stupid. I'd be so lonely. I would just forget about it. I'd be so stupid. What the hell? But with her, I could survive. So I'm going to say that you would have your disc, and I would have my disc.
I would put on movies. So let's go there.
I've got the 12-inch video disc. Do you have a player for that? Actually, I do. So look, I'm thinking about things that you've already got that I don't have to have because you've got them, so I don't have to double up on that. Why actually are you duplicating things? What I'm going to do is go with the classics that I would have, that I'd like to watch.
We're going to do Paul's. I love it. Okay.
It's only going to be 6 movies, or 7, or 13, or 45.
That's okay. I still have 2 more, I think.
Or 622.
I got to go back. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm going to do mine again. Yeah. Thin Man, Mr. Blandings, All About Eve, Endless Summer, Legally Blonde, Airplane, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Correct.
Yeah, I had another one in
We're
there.
at 7.
That I can't remember now.
You already said Legally Blonde.
I already said Legally Blonde.
I'm only at 7. It's pretty thin,
I have 2 or 3 more because I cannot remember. Okay.
Don't shoot that thing at me.
Don't shoot that thing at me. Arthur.
Arthur?
Oh, Tootsie. Tootsie.
9.
Tootsie. Tootsie. It was Tootsie. Yep. It was Tootsie.
You also said Arthur.
I got there before Christy texted me. It was Tootsie.
Thank you, Christy.
Okay. I got 2 more.
You're at 9.
Tootsie. Thank you, Julie. Julie got to me before Christy. Okay, Tootsie.
We're still
Thank you,
We're
Julie.
still at 9. You have another one to go.
I have two more.
There'll be 12.
No, I have two more. And my
Well,
Thin
it doesn't
Man.
matter. We would have 12.
Mr. Blandings, All About Eve, Endless Summer, Legally Blonde, Airplane, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Tootsie. I got two more.
You just forgot Arthur. 9.
No, Arthur is off to the side. I love Arthur. I love it, but
It's not part of
but
your
it's
list?
Not, it's not on my desert island list.
Okay.
It's on Jennifer's desert island list.
It was. Anyway.
What cassette tapes would you take? Okay. Yes. Okay.
None. Cassette
right.
is a terrible medium. I'm just saying. That's
All right,
okay.
Paul's got to do his.
I use it a lot, but man, not good. I would tell you what tapes would I take, and I mean tapes, big tapes, make this real. I don't need any Dolby. Come on. But you do using cassette. Listen,
I don't need tapes, but you do.
I'm actually going to start with the classics because things that I would watch over and over again just
Okay.
because that's the intensity.
I feel like I know where you're going, but all right.
Possibly you do. You mentioned
Yep.
Thin Man. I will always go with Another Thin Man.
Okay.
Damn it, that film is amazing. It's just as good as the first one in different directions. They
Okay.
return to New York, and they go to Long Island. Oh, about Long Island, for
Long
Pete's
Island.
sake.
They go to Long Island.
And there's this thing, but then they have to actually start chasing down all these creeps, and where do they end up? Nick finds the chip that puts him at the West Indies Club.
Yes.
This is the craziest set.
Long Island.
This is the most ultimate tiki set ever designed on a motion picture. It's so cool. You just want to live there. I want to live there. It looks like Lunwa. Man, we've lost all of that. So I'm just going to start with that. Boom.
All right.
Now, as long as we're on that subject, people are very rarely checking things from the 40s. How about a little something featuring actors that we might know? And films that I think are absolutely worth a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth viewing. Lady from Shanghai
Okay.
is just this puzzle that you don't get until you watch
Oh,
it
Rita,
100
shout
times.
out, Mom. Rita, shout out.
Hello! I'm
Rita,
just saying.
Rita Hayworth, shout out.
I go to Rita a shout out. I think that's possibly her best picture. Although people love Gilda, but Lady, she's so good in
I
that.
love Gilda.
She's so good in Lady. It's just an incredible
Gilda
motion
rocks,
picture.
but I'll
And it's
I'll
a
allow
very
it.
Orson Welles big gig because as long as I'm on an Orson kick, you might as well actually throw down
I'll
for.
allow it.
You've already thrown down on something featuring all these people, All About Eve. What about Touch of Evil?
Okay,
Anybody for
all
Touch of
right.
Evil? Oh, I love
Boy,
that
so far
picture.
your films are so dark.
They are. They're all dark. That's all I watch.
Hi, Kalaka boy. Good to see you.
I mean, look, I think a lot of people here will synchronize with these pictures just because, but these are fantastic. I'm not giving you any crap. This
Thank
is
you,
all the creme de
Kalaka
la.
boy.
Thank you.
Aww.
I really appreciate that. Now, as long as we're on Touch of Evil, which is one of the classics, it's just
Okay,
great.
right.
People talk about the opening shot. Oh, fantastic. But the whole picture just works like that. It's just a puzzle.
All
You
right,
gotta
so
figure
far
that
we
picture
have
out.
Another Thin Man,
Mhm.
Lady from Shanghai, Touch of Evil. We're doing Paul's Desert Island films.
So far, it's 30s, 40s, 50s. Guess what? 1960s brings you the aforementioned Dr. Strangelove.
I
or
knew that was going to be there.
How
Dr.
I
Strangelove.
learned to stop worrying and love the bomb. You could live in that picture too. It's
I
just
knew that was
intense.
coming.
It's one of those things that is just done in real time, and the whole ensemble is just crazy. Slim Pickens was never better, and he's just insane in this
Hilarious.
thing.
Hilarious.
He's just bloody hilarious. I
Okay.
just love every aspect. And by the way, that whole B-52 interior they had to mock up because the Air Force said, we're not going to help you at all. So they faked it.
Okay, fine.
And after the
We'll
picture
help
came out, the Air
ourselves.
Force was like, how did you get access to the pictures? We're like, we didn't. We actually made it up. It was that good.
Okay, we're up to 4.
Yep. What else is in there that nobody possibly could mention, but I think I would just watch again and again and again?
I know where you're going.
Possibly no.
You have another favorite that none of us have mentioned yet.
How about something called Medium Cool?
Oh, that's not what I was going to say.
That is a really, really great little picture
Medium cool. Okay.
Haskell Wexler, cinematographer. He made a movie. This
Amy
is
says, I predict Blazing Saddles.
so intense.
Amy, you're on the right track,
You are?
but
You
I
are.
predict a different Mel Brooks film.
So far, I'm like 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Medium cool, I think, is great. You really got. I'm out in the 60s twice. I come from that era. My parents come from that era. My parents were actually they got engaged at Trader Vic's. I might have mentioned that before. That's like a coolness that I will not be able to duplicate, but we do many, many good things. So, listen, I'm there. I'm there for that. There are so many great things in that era that I would name check, and they're great. But in the 70s, you've got to actually name check the classics, the greats. I'm talking Godfather. I'm talking. What else could I possibly be talking? I'm talking like the huge, huge hits of the 70s. What's Up, Doc? All that kind of stuff. I used to love that picture, by the way. But if I'm going to land on 1970s...
Jennifer nailed it.
Producers. Yes.
Jennifer nailed it. I was like, yeah, it's the producers.
I would watch that over and over again. And I have. So, I'll throw that down.
I love the producers. It's so good.
Mel Brooks first might be his best, but then he goes from there and it gets better and better. He just does crazy ass things otherwise. And a few years later, I would absolutely name check these crazy, stupid pictures from about 1970. Oh, I love that. Love that. If you're going to talk crazy, stupid pictures that don't make any sense from 1970, I've got to go with the triumvirate, and that is Gas. Or how, like, what the hell is the subtitle of Gas? Great picture.
Yeah.
What is the other one that I think is just marvelous from that era? I have not seen El Topo, so I can't comment on that.
Not The Trip, right?
No.
Yes.
Wild in the Streets.
Wild in the Streets. Yeah. Okay.
And then the third one was probably Vanishing Point. I would absolutely name.
I thought Vanishing Point was going to come up.
I would do that.
Oh my God, Madeline Kahn and High Anxiety is perfection. I love her so much.
In the 1970s, which I finally got into, I would absolutely say my favorite Mel Brooks, High Anxiety, no question, end of story.
That's another one we quote all the time.
But we quote that all the time, all the time. And I haven't actually thrown down on any Hitchcock,
History of the World, Part 1, yes. Oh my God.
Haven't thrown down on any Hitchcock at all.
What's Up, Doc? Amy's thing. Yeah, oh my God.
Yes, I used to see that all the time on TV. It was great. Peter Bogdanovich did great things. But if I'm going to name quote Bogdanovich, I'm going to definitely start with Targets. Oh, man.
That Madeline Kahn.
We're living in Targets right now. He predicted all of that. That film was so good. And it's so true now. But here we are, living in Targets. And Soylent Green, hello? That's the other thing I would live in.
Oh, my God.
You got to watch Soylent all the time.
I don't want to live in Soylent Green.
But you are. But you are, Blanche. You're living in Soylent Green.
I know, but I don't want to live in Soylent Green.
Is Ben still here? You're Blanche.
Oh, but you're Blanche. You're
Ben is still here.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's too true. Madeline Kahn is just one of the prime movers of those motion pictures, and she just really rules High Anxiety. It's just hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, Richard, you're an animal out there. That's the thing. Okay, here you go.
I just love when her whole outfit matches her car.
That's just killer. Yeah. That's just killer.
Yeah.
By the way, a B&B and a B&B and B.
B&B and B.
What the hell's a B&B and B? I don't care.
You can't go wrong with Mel Brooks. I 100% agree.
I'm not entirely sure about Men in Tights, but for the most part...
I never saw that.
For the most part, you can't go wrong with Mel Brooks.
I never saw it.
I did not see Dracula Dead and loving it, and my compatriot at my store said, yeah, it's got 3 jokes.
Which one?
Dracula Dead and loving it, with Leslie Nielsen as Dracula.
No, I feel like the last one I saw was Spaceballs.
In the 70s, I would say Love at First Bite is one of those pictures that probably is a lot funnier than you remember. because I remember seeing it, and then I saw it later. I'm like, this is actually
Good
kind
night,
of great.
Jennifer.
Night.
You know, we got to sign
Thank
off
you so
too.
much. Thank you so
wearing
much.
jeans? I'll bet they're tight. Yes, Ben. Yes. Jeans? Wearing jeans?
Listen,
I
mister,
bet they're tight.
I don't take these kind of calls, and you
Exactly.
need to hang up right now. Are you wearing
And if you
jeans?
don't know what we're talking about, watch High Anxiety. Oh my God, I love that film. She's so funny.
That whole bit, because she's on the phone with him in the phone booth
High
getting like stabbed.
Anxiety. Yeah,
And it's
you
set
gotta
in
watch
San
it.
Francisco, one of our favorite cities.
So good.
Hello.
So
Oh
funny.
man,
Yeah.
I would live there if I had like $1 billion, because that's what you need to live there. Oh man, but I'd invite you all.
Jeans. I bet they're tight.
And then when he's finally like,
Now
you
I
know,
just want to go watch High Anxiety.
when he finally like stops getting killed, and he's like, hello, and she's like, oh, Richard.
Oh, I knew it was you all along. Yeah. And then when they're trying to get on the plane,
Oh,
it's like the snappy peppy.
snappy peppy.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
yeah.
It blinds. It's
Oh
just-
yeah, that's right. Here's your paper. Here's your paper. Here's your paper. That boy gets no tip.
The classics. That scene is so well done. We recreated
Right.
it for an episode.
I'm going to write down
All these ideas.
High Anxiety
Yes.
for an upcoming.
I thought that we
video.
had done that before, but we'll have to check that. Maybe we need to revisit.
Well, if we
such
if we
things.
have done it, let's just redo it because High Anxiety is worthy of
Perhaps-
its own.
Perhaps we
Happy
need
hour.
to return to the island of Dr. Moreau, because that's what
Perhaps
these
we
things are all
do.
about.
Perhaps we do.
When you're
Oh, Zorro the Gay Blade. Yes.
Oh,
yes,
man.
Yes.
I remember seeing the ads for that, and like my mother was like, "We're not going to see that." We never saw this. It was probably hilarious, you know. That was George Hamilton.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was in Love at First Bite? Yeah, it was really well done. I thought that was great. It was like Disco Dracula, which was highly appropriate.
Oh
at the
my
time.
God, Amy. All
Highly
right,
appropriate.
Amy. It requires
Foul
its
play.
own happy hour. I'm writing it down. Foul play.
Foul play to me is sort of like part two of. I'm spacing it. I said it a second ago. Yep.
I keep thinking, like, whenever I think of foul play, I think of the Tax the Churches League.
I'm thinking of part two of What's Up, Doc. And it is not part three of Bullet, which also takes place
Foul
in the city
play
by the bay.
is so good. The
But Foul
Tax
Play,
the
I remember
Churches
seeing
League.
at the time. Yeah.
Oh,
Foul Play, I remember being great because at the end of the picture, you've got like all of these criminals hanging by their feet in the theater. And it's this whole audience given for the Pope, and he just stands up and starts clapping.
wait, hold on.
That's what I remember being great about that.
She saw me. Figured it was a hooker. Wait, what? Took a while. Oh no.
Well, I thought I recognized her. I'm just, look, Lisa, I'm
Murder
just.
by Death is also a good one.
That's about as good.
Murder by Death.
That's about as good as The Cheap Detective. So I got to say.
Oh my God, Ben watched Foul Play a couple of weeks ago. I have not seen that film since I was about 14, but I still remember the Tax the Churches League.
And you remember the big theme song by Barry Manilow?
I do.
My sister saw him twice live in that period. Hi, Julie. That's the thing. That's what you did, you know. And I remember like all these stories. But he always gave a great show. I'd see him live.
Favorite number is 13. Wait.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
Time
Mighty
Warp.
Wind, 10 minutes!
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yes, a Mighty Wind. Oh, yeah.
Mighty Wind
yeah.
is blowing.
I love Oh, my God. All
We've
right.
already name checked. This is Spinal Tap,
Wow.
which is a classic of classics. Could I name another Christopher Guest film that does that? I got to think about it. There are so many things that look like that. I'll come up with it. We're still rolling. We're still rolling. I've barely gotten into the 1980s with pictures that I would see again and
I'm
again.
Bork. Are we still rolling? Are we doing this?
We're still rolling. I'm Bork. I'm Bork.
What
You're
would you
Bork.
like?
I am Robert Bork over here. I'm telling you. Hello, Christy. Oh, that just.
Ben.
My sister probably saw him that same tour.
Copacabana.
This has to be 78, 79.
I love that song.
She saw him in
so
Providence, Rhode
much.
Island, and the story and the second show that my mother took her. I mean, my mother was very patient, but my mother took her, and all these young women were like, "Oh, oh!" They thought they were gonna.
Aunt took her to see Phil play.
Oh man,
Wait, No Holds Barred. I don't know that one. What?
it was Bart.
Do you know that one?
Nope, 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 nope,
I
nope.
don't know that one, but okay.
Good ideas, people.
Ready to take a chance again. Yeah.
My sister saw him with the idea that like he was some sort of like romantic ideal. If you only knew. But that's the kicker, you know. Barry was very veiled about such things.
Barry was very.
But it's not like it's like you started out as a piano player for Bette Midler and gay bathhouses.
Wait.
Just saying.
So Catch
Anyway.
and Steal a person to sing your what?
No way.
Oh my god.
They were so pro. That would have been a great
Right.
show.
What am I getting? I'm gonna go out and get us something, but
You're gonna get us something?
Yeah.
Thank you. Please do. I can make so many things here, and I could keep going for a while until I fall over, because we got plenty of juices. We citrus in back of us. We have moxie in back of us. We have cherry.
no, I'm not
bitters.
thinking of mixing. I'm thinking of beer.
Well, examine the
We could
options,
it.
and you'll do just fine. I'm saying.
Hulk Hogan joint. Wait, what? Oh,
What?
geez.
Okay,
Okay, hold on.
I will wrangle the comments
I'm gonna
because
go get a
fun is happening. I'm thinking of stuff I saw in the 80s, which was actually worth seeing again, which was potentially very few things because so much junk was aimed at teenagers. But I would say rewatchability from the period that was actually a quality picture, Fast Times. That was, I think, Amy Heckerling, and she decided to make a picture about how awkward teenagers are, and I think she nailed it. And she took a little flack for that because I think she took a little flack because she's a female director. Because Hollywood's going to be like, well, this isn't that good. Yeah, what? Screw you. I mean, for Pete's sake, she's doing her thing. If it was a guy, you wouldn't have slammed her so hard. And I think that is like the bullshit that these people actually have to deal with, and women have to deal with in Hollywood.
Wait,
It's a bunch of crap.
I go away for like half a minute, and I come back to all this cursing and stuff.
I
What
didn't
is
curse
going
at
on?
all. No, it's
I
totally
heard
fine.
cursing.
I'm talking about Fast Times. You know, it was a great picture at the time.
Which one?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy Heckerling, who did some great stuff. And that was like the thing that she did, and she didn't
Was he
do
not
everything.
cursing, or am I
I
hallucinating?
didn't say anything whatsoever.
Right.
So that's the thing.
I apologize if he was not
Well,
cursing.
you dropped a few S bombs. I'm just saying.
I dropped one S bomb.
Just one. One. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Ben. Much appreciated. The West Coast has to log off.
Oh, good night, Ben.
It's good. So what do you got?
I'm hungry.
Well, we have food, you know. I don't seem to have my cocktail glass anymore.
Ready to have my glass again.
I am ready to have my glass again. I'm just trying. I'm just a poor
I'm
soul.
just trying to live. He's just trying to live.
I'm just a poor boy.
He's trying to live. All right. I think it might be getting near time to.
Is it close? I haven't actually gone through my list yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. We can get through Paul's list.
Okay, we have about another 5 hours because it's going to take until
Hold on.
3 a.m. to get through this stuff. But I
Hold
should
on.
really start, and we'll go ahead and go.
Buckaroo Bonsai, Christy says. Okay. All right. Yep.
We get into the 1980s.
All right. Buckaroo Bonsai. No one has mentioned yet. I'm just saying.
Films people don't like to watch. How about the remake of
Oh,
Invasion of the Body
hold on,
Snatchers?
hold on.
I saw that in the theater
Nobody
at the
came
time, and it was great. And I think we saw it again recently, and I thought it was still good. So
Right before my mom passed, she gave me my old record albums that I bought when I was young. It was my Barry Manilow albums from the 70s.
Oh,
Oh my God. And she kept them.
oh. That just kind of
I
hits
love
you right
that
there.
so much.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Mm.
Don't kill yourself tomorrow. Oh, thank you.
Don't do it.
Oh, Wings of Desire. Yep.
There's one for you. So look, I was talking
Enjoy
70s,
it.
and I was actually landing on Invasion of the Body Snatchers 70s. People,
okay, wait. What do we?
people actually like think that film's inferior to the '50s version.
Wait.
No,
Okay,
it's
hold
actually
on.
pretty.
Right.
It's really it fits its era very well.
I'm going back
Yes.
to you. Another Thin Man,
Mhm.
Lady from Shanghai,
Mhm.
Touch of Evil. What else was there? Oh, Doctor Strangelove,
Mhm.
Vanishing Point,
There are others in there.
Medium Cool,
Yep, made him cool. Wild in the Streets.
Wild in the Streets. Okay, we're up
What
to
was he
7.
doing? Yep. Guess.
Yes.
I name checked.
Okay.
And there were others in there. I'm kind of spacing it, but if you watch the broadcast again, you'll be able to tell me what the hell I was talking about, which is
Right.
pretty good because
You
I
got
don't
2
remember
more.
it.
You got 2 more.
Oh,
You
I
got 2
said I
more
would go for
papers
about
over
600
here.
pictures. I'm just going to keep going.
Oh my God. I'll be
Mhm.
going to bed, but anyway.
I'll just keep talking to the blank wall. Hi, folks. Are you there? Hello? Bueller? Bueller? The first Bueller I did see at the time, and I thought it was highly entertaining. And there's no question about
I
that.
saw that film so many times
Yeah.
when it came out. Okay.
There are pictures from that era that I would watch again and again, but let's actually stick
Okay, you got
with
2 more. You got 2 more.
80s wise. It would
Doesn't
absolutely.
have to be 80s.
I'm up to the 80s. I'm going with it. I'm still going
we
to
got
say.
some Close
I'm
Encounters left.
absolutely going to say. Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, I remember that, and because I saw that at that time twice. It was like there was the redux on that, which was interesting. I will absolutely say, if you wanted to take one picture from the 80s that actually defines our generation, that would be Repo Man.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, good one. You got one more, but that's
I would watch that anytime,
Chef's
anywhere.
Kiss. Yeah.
I would watch that
Repo Man.
anytime, anywhere that a Repo Man will be actually ready anytime, anywhere.
Yep.
That's where Repo Man's ready anytime. He gets in at 2, gets out at 3.
I cannot believe we haven't heard that one yet.
That's why there's ain't a Repo Man in the world ain't on speed.
I can't believe we haven't heard that one yet. Okay, Repo Man.
Classic picture, classic soundtrack is actually the punk rock top 40 from the era. That is all you need to know about
Can
what
I
was
try to
happening in the
influence you?
1980s.
Can I try to influence you?
Well, I don't know about influencing, but I will take good ideas always.
I feel like you would also be tape heads.
If you want to go a few years further into the 80s, I would absolutely say Repo Man tape heads back to back is an unbeatable double bill. That is crazy nuts. It's all about
Crazy nuts.
extremely media aware people
Yes.
doing these things. You remember that Repo Man was produced by Mike Nesmith, one of the original of these media aware kids. He was one of the exploited kids of 1966 doing TV. So he thought years later, it's like, I might as well just become a media guy. He was doing music videos around like 1976 or whatever, like well ahead of the curve. He knew how to do it when he was a solo artist. So it's very important. And,
no, I love Repo Man for you, but I also love tape heads for you.
tape is, I would watch that again and again because the detail, and it is very, very aware of what it is.
So funny.
Of what it is. Hilarity. I'm always good with
All right,
comedies.
hold on. Better Off Dead. Okay, Christy's checking with Better Off.
There you go. That's definitely on Christy's list.
Yes.
I would watch that anytime. That's a hilarious picture.
Yes, 100%.
Does anybody remember
A classic?
Similar cast? Does anybody remember The Sure Thing with John
Yes,
Cusack?
I do.
Oh man!
I just remember like being on the plane and when the seatbelt light went off, like she could relax because she was scared to fly.
Never saw television parts, Eric.
Oh,
It was just one of those things that I heard about. I never had access to it. And back in the day, it was really hard. But over time, you have many more ways to do that. You know, if you want to go back 30 years, you would go to something called Kim's Video on St. Mark's Place, and you would get all of this stuff.
Weekend goals.
Goals?
I mean, we're seeing boob on Saturday, but
Weekend goals is to find a projection system so we can be at Ohana showing these two pictures back to back.
no,
so we can watch them with Amela and everybody.
They already have drive-in movies, whatever.
Oh, blah,
But
blah,
I
blah.
feel like
We have our own.
we need to watch Better Off Dead again because
I'd
I
see
have
it.
not seen that
I'd see
since
it.
the 80s.
I'd see it.
And I remember that was
Yep.
hilarious. Gross Point Blank. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Gross Point Blank. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
100%.
So I'm trying to think of things.
This move. This move. It's Ned Smith.
What can I go? I like to keep going because media never dies. It's not like I'm stuck in the 70s with this stuff or stuck in the 80s when I was cutting my teeth.
Oh my God, Death Becomes Her.
The show is
The Broadway show
astonishing.
based on the movie is
Astonishing.
so good.
It's really
Yes,
really
and
well done.
I honestly
really,
I
really
had
intense.
only seen Death Becomes Her for the first time like earlier this year. Like, how did I miss this? It was so good. And then they put out the Broadway musical. I'm like, I love Death Becomes Her, both the movie and the musical. Romy and Michelle, yes.
Oh, yeah.
My God, yes.
You know what? I'll put that on my list too. That's just
Yeah.
that just
I have a
says it.
flip phone.
Because when I think of nostalgia, I think about people that I didn't really want to associate with back then, and I don't want to associate with now. I mean, I'm at a sort of a landmark reunion. We are, and I think no, I'm not going to attend that. I don't care.
Are we?
That's the thing. But I think Romy and Michelle's actually nails why that is not where you want to be.
Hold on.
But
Doing
they
math.
also actually figure out what they need to do about it.
I guess we are at a landmark reunion, but
Yep.
no one's approached me, so I'm not
Yeah, you're lucky.
going.
Well, Jennifer was here, so I don't know.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
Jennifer's cool. Jennifer's not going to try to pressure me to go to my high school reunion because Jennifer's cool.
Yeah, she knows. She knows. She always knows.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
If we get into the later era, and I keep going with pictures. We keep seeing these streamers that you get for SAG-AFTRA, and they're all good.
No.
They're all really, really good.
I can't even imagine going to. I have never been to any high school reunion except yours, but I can't
Oh, yeah.
even imagine going
Yeah,
to my own. It's
This
like
is
I
something
wouldn't
like
know anyone. It's
just a
like
while back. It's
the
like 20 years
hell?
ago. Yeah.
We have Christmas and wait, what?
RISTMAS.
Heather's. Oh my God,
Hello.
Heather's. Amazing. I love Heather. I was watching that the other day.
I'm thinking we're talking.
Never reunite with high school Eric. I'm kind of with you. Like, I love Jennifer. Jennifer's a ride or die, but you know what? Beyond Jennifer, it's like, you know what? You can all go.
I'm
Screw.
thinking. That's your high school compatriots. You're not talking
Mhm.
about this audience. I'm thinking of.
No, I'm talking about high school.
I'm thinking of things that I would watch again and again. I'm a bit of a blank in the 1990s, but if you want to talk in our contemporary era, I would say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is something I'd
Ooh.
watch again.
Oh,
I'd like to be
yeah,
current.
yeah.
I'd like to be current. That really was so
My
well
high
done.
school reunions were great. Lisa wishes she went to my high school. I love that. I love that. I love that for you and Lisa.
Well, sounds like a
Oh
good
my
crowd.
God.
I mean, I had a good group of friends, and like we did crazy stuff, and or we did like very banal stuff, and it was what it was.
War games. Yeah, I think John liked that too.
Oh yeah, you got a second one of World War
Yeah,
Games.
yeah.
I saw that in the movies at the time. You know, it was very pointed, but it was well done. So, out. So anyway,
Lisa loves my high school friends. I love that.
Yeah.
I love Paul's high school friends too.
oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
they're
like you know,
amazing.
the people you actually associate with from high school, I've met, and they're very good people.
Oh,
Just saying.
Daniel.
Just
Okay,
saying.
I went to my 20th.
Oh,
So good. Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, all right. You did. Good for you.
Hey,
Good for you.
hey, keep it going. That's the stuff.
Musical adaptation of Heathers is no such either.
Oh.
Okay, good. All right, good. I did not see it, but amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to catch up on my Broadway musicals, of course.
We've been a little behind, but
we have, but yeah, I'm trying to catch
I
up.
think we've been 10 years behind, which means we're missing a lot of stuff that's
Yeah,
long
yeah,
gone.
yeah.
But
Life
within the
interferes,
past
but
year, we're
yep.
trying to nail all the things that are current, which is why we're seeing Boop on Saturday. We'll let you know,
Oh,
although it's probably
sure.
going to disappear. It should be good. I mean, it's.
I feel like it must be about to close because I got tickets for $10.
Yeah.
So like, well, that's sad.
I always feel
I feel
bad.
bad.
I
Yeah, when
would-
a musical's about to close.
Look, I would pay for any house. I don't care how
Yeah.
bad you think it is, but I'll check it out.
No, I don't think it's bad. I think
I don't
it's
think it
just
is either.
not selling.
There's
She was
reasons.
nominated for a Tony,
There's
so
reasons.
it's definitely not bad.
There's reasons that things don't sell, and it has nothing to do with the
Yeah.
quality of the production.
Yeah.
That remains true.
Yeah.
And any pundit who wants to argue with me, come on my show. I'll tell you.
Right.
So-
I need to call this because I'm gonna be up all night tomorrow night.
So you've got to actually get your beauty rest.
I do.
And get your rest.
Wait, are you calling me not beautiful?
I didn't say that, now did I?
You said I had to get my beauty rest.
You always need to get your beauty rest. We all do.
I am beautiful. I'm just
What does
saying.
this say? If you don't get rest, you're not happy.
I'm just saying.
So
All right.
that much is true, folks. Yep.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh.
We gotta.
The what? Doing the what now?
Yo, what? Oh jeez. It's a friend's funeral. Oh, I know. You get to a certain age, and it's like, yeah.
It's inevitable. We've already
I
started
got
seeing
it.
it,
I
and it's
get
going to
it.
keep going. And like, son of a bitch, that's just the thing. That's
Oh
what it
my gosh, Julie. I love it.
Oh, please. If you're watching what people are
Julie
talking
always
about here,
brings such a happy energy. I'm just saying.
she does.
Not that everyone
I-
else doesn't. but
Totally
just
have to appreciate you
coughing my
being
brains
here
out.
for that, because, and if we've actually enhanced
Yeah.
your bunch of movies you're watching, I could go on for a very long time.
Lisa, thank you.
But
I do
everybody
not.
here is actually coming up with better ideas.
Lisa, thank you. I do not want to wake up with bags under my eyes.
Think about it.
Lisa gets it. I'm just saying.
Think about it.
She gets it. All right.
She knows what these things are
Right.
all about, people.
Just saying. It's late.
We've done our
Tired.
commercials.
Have you done all 10 of your films? Wait, you did.
I think I did 11 of my
You
films.
did.
11 of my 10.
Another Thin Man. Lady from Shanghai. Third Man? Is it?
Touch of Evil.
Touch of Evil.
Third Man is good.
Touch of Evil.
I did not name check it. 2 Orson Welles.
Touch of Evil. The hell was? I don't know. I've lost it.
It's in there somewhere. And a lot of these are slightly
We'll go
obscure.
back and watch
A
if
lot
you
of
wanna
these
see
are
'em.
much better than that.
I'm sorry, it was not writing them down.
I tend to gravitate towards art films, so whenever I hit something that was a huge hit, like High Anxiety, I'm like, hey, what do you know? I love that picture.
I love this. Lisa says I'm going away from tonight with a list of movies to watch. Me too. Me too.
Every single thing people have been talking about here is worth your watching. It's not like
Yeah.
there's a junky part of it. There are
No.
films I can name that I'm like, they're really, people will love them or hate them. No one's going to love or hate these. Unless you have like some weird ideology. These are
You will
all
only
good
love. Only
pictures.
love. Only love.
Only love. Only love.
All right, so.
So, anyway, we've done all these fantastic things. We showed a commercial to you. That's how to support us. Remember that at the bottom of your screen, top of your screen, it moved, didn't it? Patreon has been there the whole evening. Thank you, Patreon patrons. It helps us immeasurably.
You don't even know
If
how
you would
much it
like
helps.
to be a patron, click
A patron,
the link and go, and you will see options that you can do. You have options starting at $5.
No.
Okay, that's pretty cheap. And then your benefits accrue when you actually go up the scale. That's the thing with Patreon. Some channels that are actually online right here now, they do that as well. If you're
Yes.
interested in them, please patronize them. That is what this is all
Yeah.
about. The other thing is that we also have an Amazon page. What do they call it? Channel.
It's our Amazon affiliate store. If
Thank
you go
you.
to our website, you will see it under shop.
We don't happen to have a hot link to that, do we?
I mean, I can, but
Would you? I don't like
I
to leave a
will.
broadcast
I will.
not giving people a button to push because it will never happen otherwise. If you would like to support us through Amazon, you can obviously do that through the store. There are many, many such stores, and many channels will lead you to such
hold
things.
on.
If you like the channel, then go through there. If you like us, then go through us. This helps us indirectly and in a very minor way.
Okay, hold on.
It's actually good for
It's been so long since
the
I've shared this, it doesn't come up immediately.
channel.
So.
There we go. But you'll see some fun things that we actually have purchased and use, and you may be interested in. Maybe interested in. There may be cans of spam in there. Yes, it could happen. The point is, are you buying these products anyway? If you buy them through our store, it will materially help us with our project here to bring better stuff to all of you. Yes. That's it.
I'm channeling Madeline Kahn now.
And I really, should have had you do that hours ago because now we're at the end of the show and we're still going.
We are.
And some people have had to drop off because of, and they have not seen this. And I always forget that stuff. If you have not hit the like button by now, please. It makes a difference to our standing on these platforms. I know it sounds ridiculous. Oh, man. But it actually, it's meaningful. It's meaningful. We do these things so that we can keep doing these things. It's not like I'm one and done. We are here every week, 52 times a year. So we need ideas.
We're
if
here
you have
probably
ideas,
48 times a year.
close enough statistically. If you have any ideas, fire them at us. We need ideas for shows. We already have like 3 or 4 ideas that we wrote down today. If you have any questions for us about what was that thing you said at 1 hour and 42, I'll go look at it. And I'll tell you what the hell I was talking about. I'm like that. I will.
We're coming up on 11. We're almost at 3 hours.
I'm not going to remember, but I'll take a look at the rebroadcast. Pete's sake, man.
Jeez Louise, we're almost at 3 hours. Okay.
I could keep going for another 5 hours, but I'm not going to.
You could, but I have to be up all night tomorrow.
Go to
reading tarot for a bunch of people who just graduated from high school. It's
about time that they got advice from somebody with something to say.
And then I have to get in the car and drive the F home.
Well, anyway, you've seen the commercials. It's how to support us. Thank you again to all our patrons. If you're watching the rebroadcast, remember that you cannot comment on existing comments, but you can add comments at the end, and we can see them, and that is very important. That's one hell of a long way to say it's been fantastic to be with you for 2 hours and 50.
Coming up on 3 hours.
Good grief.
Crazy.
Sometimes we go a little long,
this
people.
This is what happens when we miss a week.
Sometimes we go a little long, people. We like to give you value so you're not watching a blank wall.
We missed a week.
I think some channels are like not that interested in you. I'm sad for those. The channels that are here today, they deliver such value. PTV, LCTV.
I know.
They're just like great shows. They give you good stuff.
They rock.
I support a lot of small channels.
Go to Pepper Tree Villa and let's celebrate TV, please.
I celebrate a lot of small channels. Like the people who are actually doing this, they want to give you something for what you're watching. If you're still here with us after 2 hours and 50, wow. I guess we're doing it too. I really appreciate that. But this one has to actually get to bed. And so do I.
I'll get to bed and I will not be able to sleep. But I will take melatonin and have nightmares because...
For you.
Because that's how it goes.
So the simple fact is, if you have any ideas or questions or good comments, you know about any tiki bars we don't know about, let us know. Whoop. Put it in the comments. Send us a personal. We will figure that out. That's kind of great. If you have a show that you would like to promote, let us know. We can absolutely do that. If you know a record label that wants to get some airplay, hey, we know some good record labels we work with.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, we
I'm
do.
always good to promo music. That's one of my basics right there. The reason I'm doing any of this is because of music documentary. And I do some of that myself on the Captain Quad channel. So the simple fact is, remember, folks, I got to get serious here. Remember, wherever you go
Good.
and whatever you do, you don't have to worry. Whatever your travails are, whoever's actually hassling you, because we will see you soon.
Night.